Hello, welcome to the Rooster Teeth Podcast. Oh, how
That wasn't
sophisticated.
staged at all. We just totally did
This
that organically.
week, it's brought to you by Dollar Shave Club, MeUndies, and Squarespace. Thank you for sponsoring this episode of the Rooster Teeth Podcast. I'm Gus.
I'm Gavin.
I'm Jessica.
I'm Bernie.
And I'm Gus.
I'm Bernie.
So we have right off the top, I want to say we've got a special podcast this week. It's open to the public. Everyone can watch via YouTube. Normally we do this just for first members.
You talk about the live broadcast.
The live broadcast.
Why is it? Why?
So first week. I'm
Why is
glad
it
you
why?
asked.
Why are you upset by that?
We're kicking off first week, which is a celebration of Rooster Teeth First. And normally only first members get to watch this broadcast. And we have some stretch goals for first week this week, which I think, do we have a graphic for that? We have different levels of it.
So is it like a middle finger to the first members?
What?
What's
Oh.
that? No, because there's things that they get this week that are special in addition to what's
So we
available.
So
made,
you
we
see-
made first membership extra special.
extra
this week.
special this week.
So if the first stretch goal there is if we get, or not stretch, the first goal is if we get 500 signups, we get a You're the Rooster shirt, 1,000. We're going to replace John Reisinger with a puppet for on the spot. 3,000 Barbaro Creative Vlog first members, 5,000. Achievement Hunter team will redub an episode of Ruby, and
Excited about that one.
10,000 will release the
what?
never before seen drunk Red versus Blue read from
Season 14.
season 14 that got cut. So
For
we're
good
something
reasons
that
that
got
got
cut
cut.
for good reason
Yeah.
is now the ultimate goal.
It's
in
a new
this drive.
Strangerhood. It's like everyone keeps asking about it. So it's like, all right, I guess we'll do that, if we hit 10,000. I'm excited about the 5,000. I'm excited about Achievement Hunter redubbing an episode of Ruby.
First I've heard of it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What part would you play? Gavin as Ruby would be fucking fantastic.
There's an animal in it, right?
Doesn't-
Zwei, yeah, the dog. Thanks for keeping it up. But Jessica is joining us this week. Jessica will be a special guest on. Can we say what she's going to be on? She's going to be on a couple
Sure,
different
why not?
shows, but she's here. She's on,
the
our new
podcast.
season of $1 Million Spot, which should be a very fun $1 Million.
I
Spot
like
with
Jessica because she's opened my eyes to this new drink, which is just Malibu and juice. But it's very nice.
I was emailing Jessica last night. I was like, just let me know if you need anything special for the podcast. We'll get it. We'll get it for you. And her only request was Malibu and orange juice. She said she wanted to live that island life.
Yeah.
To the islands, Gus.
We can absolutely accommodate that.
That's all I need.
This is great.
It is pretty
Is it okay
vacation-y.
to say what part of the country that you live in? Is that okay to say?
Yeah, Phoenix?
Yeah, you live in Arizona.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
so do you consider Austin to be tropical compared to Arizona?
Yes, absolutely. Have you seen how much green you guys have?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Arizona is. And also, do you consider Austin to be a humid place?
In the summer, like when we were here for RTX, it was
Yeah.
super humid. But I mean, no. I mean, it's
So I grew up in Houston, which is
Yeah.
like New Orleans. It's a nightmare. It's a
Yeah.
swamp.
don't come to Phoenix though. It's almost like they say it's like, oh, dry heat is better. It's
Yeah.
like walking into an oven.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
there.
and the
my-
wind blows. It's like a blast
Yeah,
furnace.
yeah,
Yeah.
your eyes
Mankind was
literally
not
dry
meant
out
to
and
live
you-
there.
Yeah, it hurt my eyes when I was walking around.
I've had contacts pop out during a photo shoot because my eyes got so dry.
Really?
Jeez.
And yeah, like I'd be blinking, sitting there trying to like get it out. I'd be like, okay, this is gonna make it better. Someone spit in my eye, and then it went flew out.
pop
so,
out.
They
yeah.
crack in half and fall out. Did I ever tell you about the guys? Did I ever tell you guys about the time we stayed in an Airbnb in Vegas? And it was for like the
Jesus.
IAW TV Awards or something like that.
Oh, right, yeah.
And Ashley and I stayed there, and there was a fireplace in the bedroom that turned on with a switch.
Were there any
We-
sunglasses in
We
there?
thought, oh, that's super cool. What does that mean?
It's when y'all stayed in the thing.
Oh, in
I'm
the
referencing
fireplace.
when we,
Yeah, your other fireplace story.
So he turned on the fireplace, and we went to bed. And Vegas is obviously very dry as well, being a desert. Something happened where it wicked every last bit of moisture out of that room because we left the fireplace on when we went to bed. And we woke up, and neither of us, it was like
Could breathe.
we couldn't breathe.
Yeah.
And I had to throw Ashley in the shower for like 15 minutes with full steam and everything. Once we figured out that's what it was. Like I couldn't swallow. My throat would just click. I've never been in that dry of an environment.
just click.
It would go
Is that
like that.
Like when a hard
You-
drive
you-
goes bad.
It was scary. It was legitimately scary.
when your
Weird.
eyes do that? That's when you know you're in trouble. They
When
go,
the eyes click, yeah, forget it,
yeah.
man.
When I
Come to
went-
Arizona. You
when I
wanna
went
come hang out?
to when I went to Park City for Sundance earlier this year, it was the same but opposite. Where it was so cold, I walked into my hotel room and there was a humidifier in there. It's like, why the fuck do you need a humidifier? It's because all the moisture's frozen.
What?
It's like there's no moisture. It's the same thing. Like I slept that night and I woke up very similar. I was like, I can't breathe. Like I'm totally dried out. Like all of the moisture is gone from me.
Oh, I thought you were gonna wake up and you were like, I'm wet or something.
No, I just turned the
Just
humidifier
slick.
on to like rehumidify
dust.
the room.
That would assume that Gus is warm-blooded, which he's not.
Oh,
Then
okay,
he can't,
true.
melt, he
You're
can't
right.
melt the
That's
ice.
true.
Cold-blooded.
I
guess
get that
if-
way on planes though too all the time.
I want to mention something else real fast. Sorry to interrupt. If you're watching the podcast live for the first time, we keep up with comments via Twitter. So you can tweet us with hashtag RTPodcast. We'll monitor it and we'll read it and we'll make fun of you and your comments live on the air.
It is one of the benefits of being a first member is you can actually participate in the production of the podcast via the Hashtag RT Podcast.
In fact, I'll read one right now from Cademan011. Can confirm Arizona is terrible.
Yes, absolutely.
So why Arizona?
An egg.
You
What?
seem like you would be tailor-made for Southern California. So what has prevented you from making the move?
So I grew up in New Zealand.
Which is awesome. I don't think a lot of people know that
I didn't
about
know
you.
that.
Yeah, I grew up
she was
in New Zealand.
She was born in Christchurch.
No,
right?
I was born in Reno, but we flew back to New Zealand
Got
when
it.
I was little, really little, and I grew up my entire all I remember is New Zealand. And
Was
my
Christchurch?
dad,
Did I get that right?
Christchurch, yeah.
Yeah.
How do you St. Albans Catholic?
So were
School,
you
New
born
No.
in New Zealand?
Zealand? No, I was
No,
born
she
in
just
Reno.
said
Just said it.
Oh, I thought you went and then came back. But you actually just didn't start there.
No, yeah.
All right.
So I was born in Reno, went to New Zealand, grew up entirely in New Zealand, and then now I'm back here. But my dad's job brought us here when
Yeah.
I was like 12. And
Say here, you mean Arizona? Or?
Arizona,
Okay.
yeah. So I've been living in Arizona for like 12 or 13 years now. And it's just easy. It's like I looked into like going to LA and stuff, but it's so expensive.
Right.
So expensive. It's not worth it. And the way that people can work from home and do like YouTube and like Patreon and cosplay and stuff, like you can do all that stuff from home. You don't have to leave.
See,
Like, go to LA.
we had a big discussion about that when Red versus Blue took off. We
Yeah.
had this discussion like 2004, where I actually went to the guys and I said, "Look, this is internet money. I mean, there was really no model like YouTube. It was us by ourselves. But gosh, you remember the conversation. I said, this money, we don't have a storefront. We don't have a location. We can literally go live anywhere we want to. We can go live in the south of France, or if we want to.
That wasn't exactly what we were talking about.
I said
at
that.
the time.
I said, or we could go live in
it was
Kansas, the
Deppy.
middle of Kansas, where everything is super cheap. We did, and everybody just wanted to stay in Austin.
I think
Gus
the-
and
the-
Jason in particular.
The big one that we thought about for a long time was Detroit, because you could buy a house for $8,000 at the time. It's like shit. We can all buy $8,000 house. Like we could buy a
a
street.
neighborhood, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
We
Yeah,
want to
like-
have a neighborhood.
Detroit, though.
All live together. Oh yeah, that was the thing. It was like, well, it would be in Detroit. I don't know if this is the greatest idea in the world.
No, but having like a really cheap like living situation is really exciting because after we've been in Arizona for a while, I'm going to get a bus and I'm gonna renovate the inside of it and I'm gonna make a house bus.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and we're gonna go travel around and I'm gonna go pick up my cosplay friends and throw them into the mountains and take photos of them and then
Are you gonna cosplay the bus like Cat Bus or something?
I didn't
Nice.
even think of
Was that
that.
a pun? Was that a pun?
No. It's a
No,
it's a thing.
no, Cat Bus is from Totoro. That's an amazing
Yeah, you
idea.
should
Oh, I
totally,
thought you
you should
meant-
totally Cat
I
Bus.
thought we
it.
were doing a play off a cat bug. What is
Cat
cat
bug?
bus?
It's the big bus with the
Put a
face.
little blanket on it. Oh,
And
no,
it's
yeah.
got a tail on that.
Shut up, you. You're just
Yeah,
inferring that.
you
No,
know,
no, it's real. Cat Bus is real. Have you
Yeah.
not seen Cat Bus?
I'm just.
flying
I
around.
believe you guys. I don't believe Gavin.
It's like an orange bus,
Yeah,
right?
he totally
it's
described
orange
it.
and blue,
Yeah.
I'm
With
lying,
the face, yeah, the
apparently.
eyes
I'm
are the
lying.
headlights, and
Yeah.
Did you see it? Dun dun dun.
Listen,
dun.
if you just explained cat bus, I could have given the explanation that Gavin just gave. Anybody could have given it. Oh, it's exactly like you said. Yeah.
I think you always give me jip for being infuriating.
Oh.
You are way more infuriating than I am
Absolutely
on a
not.
day-to-day basis. Having
Nope.
just traveled with you again.
You're so horrible to travel with.
Un-
Gus. He's so horrible to travel with.
what happened?
So we went to the Special Olympics in
Oh,
Austria.
how was that? Yeah.
It was great.
it was wicked.
It was really great.
Yeah.
Can I just point out something though? Something I'm really tired of is every time we post anywhere that we're at the Special Olympics, 98% of the comments are just how much they're happy that we're doing something with the Special Olympics. A lot of people telling stories about someone in their family who has participated in the Special Olympics and how special that event and that organization is to them and how they're so happy that Gavin and I are getting involved with it. And then there's another very small group of people that all make the same joke, which is, hey, we're going to the Special Olympics, me and Gavin Free. And everyone's like, lol, which event is Gavin competing in? Which is a very insensitive joke to begin with, but then they also always tag Special Olympics when they do that. It's just like, how just blind to your own behavior do you have to be to do that?
Weird.
So that joke's been made a billion times. I'd appreciate you guys not making that stupid fucking joke anymore. Thank
Weird.
you.
You need to stop.
But we went to Special Olympics, Gavin and I. Gavin did nothing the entire time. It was like babysitting and
Aw.
or like
Alright.
making a
Had a good
field
time?
I saw
running a field trip.
I saw a video
This is
that you made.
bollocks. This is bollocks. I don't know what you want from me. I was there. I went to the event. Had a good time. Talking to the people. What did you do?
Here's what I did. I had to organize everything.
I can tell you guys exactly what he's referring to here.
Okay.
I just didn't want to install WhatsApp. That's what it comes down to.
Why,
Let me
why would
explain.
you need to install
Let
that?
me
So easy
explain
to
what that
install
means,
that.
though. We land on the ground. There's 6 social media people there. They all install WhatsApp to communicate with each other. That's how we were communicating as a group. Except one person, Gavin, who refused to install it. So I was responsible for all of Gavin's communication to and
But
from
I
the
was
trip.
with you the entire time.
No, that is annoying. that is
There we go.
that is-
See, okay, here's the deal.
What's this?
This is
This is
argue, it's like
arguing
argue
time.
cam.
And it's even like the ultimate example of that is Gavin. We had a green bracelet we had to wear. I should have kept it on because I cut it off this morning. We had a green bracelet that we had to wear that would allow us to get into the stadium to be part of the opening ceremony. On WhatsApp, they told everyone, get your green bracelet. I walk out of the hotel room, we get in the car, and I say, did you bring your green bracelet? And he says, no, I didn't. So we had to go back, walk back
No,
to the hotel.
But here's what happened. I said, bollocks, I bet we won't need it. I bet no one will check it. And then it was like, yeah, you absolutely need it. We went back, I put it on, no one saw it. No one asked for it. I just got in anyway. It was
They
fine.
checked
wasn't it?
everyone else's, though, but yours.
Maybe they
And you
just
were part of
assumed
the
you
I
weren't
was
group.
right,
gonna wear
though.
it.
What?
Maybe they just assumed you weren't going to wear yours.
You can also, you're
They're
also
just like,
whole
Gavin's
deal.
not going to wear it. They probably tagged you
Like
while
he
you
doesn't
were
have
sleeping.
WhatsApp. He's
You probably have like something in your neck that just like goes off whenever you go into some place that's needed. So
you also assume they didn't check. They could have just looked and not said anything to you about it.
that's true.
You're wearing short sleeves?
You're wearing short
I
sleeves.
was wearing a jacket.
No,
was
no, I
wearing a
guess he
coat.
was
It was
wearing
like
a
a winter
jacket.
coat.
Yeah, it's like you're in Austria.
So
weren't you?
basically, I'm a joy to travel with, and you're getting all the information, and I'm with you.
No,
So you
no,
can just-
I gotta.
Why am I
I gotta
responsible?
side with Bernie.
You're not
yeah.
responsible.
You are.
Clearly I was.
You,
I had to know your call times and everything for everything we did.
You said you were
got
getting all
them
this
from
info.
Drew. I talked to him directly. I was like, hey, what time? And he was like this. I was like, sweet. See you then.
The last sentence you said was you got all your information from Bernie.
Well, when I was with oh.
You said you were
That
literally
Malibu.
with me the entire
Here's-
time.
No, I'm still. Here's why Bernie sucks. Traveling.
Go ahead.
I actually witnessed you get bored.
I got phenomenally
I brought
bored.
my Switch. I was playing Zelda like a normal human in
Right.
2017 at this point.
Mhm.
I was playing Zelda. You didn't bring one. So you were just like refreshing Twitter on the plane up and down. And then you were just like. And see, I'm like, yeah, I'm playing Zelda. And you were just like. Like, give me all these looks and then just showing me nothing on your phone. I was like, yeah, I'm playing Zelda there.
It's like trying to entertain a toddler.
Then Bernie proceeded to lose everything that he had. He had extra gubs on this trip.
I lost
right?
one thing. I
You
lost one thing.
Tell tell the lovely audience what you lost.
I lost my AirPods that I was showing off. last week.
I
fucking-
knew it.
I lost them in the Admirals Club.
He lost them in Austin before our first flight.
Oh my
Right.
god.
I'm horribly disappointed
and
by that.
that is the worst thing to lose because they're on back order. You can't get them till May.
One of the reasons also why I was bored, I had no headphones. I couldn't listen to anything on my phone. So I was just
Oh
sitting
my
there like, I
God.
could literally only check Twitter, only check Facebook, and then ask Gavin, what are you doing?
I lent you a power brick
Yeah.
and I lent you the adapter that lets you use normal human headphones in an iPhone.
That is true.
You're welcome. You didn't have those things, so I would say I'm good to travel with.
That's true. You came through. You were clutch there in that situation.
He's lost interest.
Yeah, he doesn't care anymore.
No, Sophie just wrote me and said, I see you on the podcast, but would you be available in 15 minutes to take a phone call for an interview? I'm like,
What does that
no.
mean?
What am I going to leave? I'm going to leave the podcast and do an interview? Sophie, you're a lunatic.
Just have her tweet you the
No,
questions
take
and you can answer them on the podcast.
Take it on speakerphone.
Oh,
I don't think you. No, I don't think this one. I don't
you
think.
live dangerously, guys.
If I had to guess what it's about, it's probably about.
Is it that hustler one?
It's no. It's probably about
No.
the big YouTube story that's going on right now with restricted mode, which we can get to in a second after Gavin apologizes for everything. That
What
he
else?
did.
What else did you lose?
Part
here's-
of me has to side with Gavin with the whole scheduling thing because I know.
What's the scheduling thing?
the scheduling thing? How he had to get your schedule through you.
Yeah.
I had it printed out as well. Just so you know.
I get all my stuff through my boyfriend Ryan, and he's always doing it.
I,
Right,
but
so
you-
you're-
Gavin
Stuff
very
doing on
rarely has
too.
sex with me. That's the problem.
Oh,
Very rarely.
That's true. That's
Right.
true.
So
I don't
how
really.
does that equate? How is he's there as an invited guest? I'm there as an invited.
because he
invited
goes
guest.
as an invited guest as well.
What?
Ryan does.
Oh.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
like
but
where this is
you're-
going.
Why? So why? Why?
I
should-
just I think I understand.
You're a
like,
team.
You
Gavin
guys
and I
are
are
a
a team.
couple. You guys are a couple,
No,
whether you
no.
like it or not.
Nope.
Yes, you
Nope.
are absolutely, and you need to learn to work together. He brings the dongles, you bring the thing.
I brought all the dongles.
If I'd have kept those AirPods, I wouldn't need.
And
the
I was
fucking
on the
dongle.
text chain, which was another way we could all talk. But that wasn't the only thing you lost.
It was literally the only thing I lost.
Right,
I came
but-
back with everything else.
But
What
I
did-
would say losing something is when you're freaking out, searching, pulling everything out, rummaging under seats and stuff. That
I
means you've lost
misplaced
something.
my phone for 30 seconds. I misplaced
What
my
else?
passport at one point for 30 seconds. That's it. I just tell Gavin about it. Most people just go through and they find their thing. I was like, did I leave my
I
fucking
think
phone?
throughout the whole trip, you lost 4 things, but found 3 of them again.
Yeah, that's what's the other thing I lost?
So what are we at? AirPods, phone.
Didn't you lose your badge?
No.
No, you lost something else.
No, I didn't. You're a fucking liar.
I mean, I videoed it. Let me look at the.
I lost my hat.
I'll-
Don't look it up. I lost my hat. I lost my hat.
I like the denial until there's realization there's evidence.
So I've got a bunch
Let
of
that be a
videos.
lesson to you. Always deny until evidence is coming at you. Then you're like, okay, here's what
I've
it
got a
is.
bunch of videos that start midway through Bernie going. Shit.
You're gonna make a
Where
20
is it? Shit.
2017 compilation?
Yeah.
I lost
Oh.
nothing except for the AirPods, and I would have been able to get the AirPods back if I hadn't been on a fucking plane. Like, it's when I realized it. I realized it 5 minutes too late, and I'm on a plane. I can't get off the plane to go to the thing and get the.
You can ask them.
Oh, you okay?
Okay, here's the thing.
They're not supposed to, but I've seen them let people off a plane before.
Let me tell you something. That Admirals Club, which is like a lounge that's in the airport. Do you belong to any of those kinds of things? You
Yeah,
travel
I
a
have
lot.
one with was it?
If you
Delta?
travel a lot, you
Yeah.
kind of have to have it. So, Gus, if you leave something in that place, you can't. There's no way to call the lounge. They will not give you the number. I see the ladies there answering phones there all the time, but there's literally no way to get in contact with them.
It's almost like another dimension.
Another dimension.
Yeah.
There you go. But
And
Gavin's
also-
thing that he does is he spills drinks. I lost one thing. Gavin spilled 3 drinks a day that we were there.
Dang, I
with
thought
Bernie.
you were gonna say total.
What's that? Yeah, go ahead and call it. I had that number. I got on Google.
Number
If
already?
you call it and you ask, they say this is not the Admirals Club. This is a general line, and we can't connect you to them.
Really?
Even though it's a 512.
It's a general line for the airport in Austin.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Sorry, I'm all excited. Sorry, Jessica. I got off.
You're pumped. No, it's cool.
I got
it's
off the
cool.
No, I
rails.
did spill drinks. I think 2 of them were yours. One was mine.
Spilling 3 drinks in a day is too many drinks to spill.
But he puts his drinks on the floor, like near where my legs
Under
are.
my chair leg. You have to like work to find it and kick it.
We got up to take a picture with the Russian model. I stood up, and all of
Yeah,
a sudden
we-
your
Wait,
drink.
what?
Your
Yeah,
drink
she's
is.
pretty hot.
Rush, I want to see, dude.
Oh yeah, she was nice.
I don't know if I want to talk. She didn't follow either one of us on Twitter, so.
So you don't want to? Okay, you don't
Yeah.
want to give it the time of the day. Okay,
All right.
all right.
What are we, assholes? She can play hard to get. She was actually on I believe on the board of the Special Olympics. Her name was, well, it still is. Her name is.
Did you do like a hint
Natalia.
Natalia.
on Twitter?
She's dead to me.
Yeah, but it was a very inspiring trip, and I'm really glad I went.
It was
And I'm
awesome.
sorry for the inconvenience that I didn't install WhatsApp and get on all that nonsense. But I had it printed out and I had the email. So
It should not be responsible.
It's totally like a modern day odd couple listening to you two argue. Yeah. Da-da-da-da-da.
There's
Like
a lot
I
of-
said, there's not enough sex.
Like,
totally
Len,
not
you
worth
guys
it.
need to
There
sort
was
that
there
out.
was no sex in the
over
odd
there,
couple
not
either.
here
What
on
am I
this.
in this for, Jessica? Come on.
Here, let
Getting
me,
nothing.
let me read this right
Go ahead
here.
and read it. I'm going to get another drink. Anybody want another drink?
No, I'm
Right.
good. Remind everyone, this episode of the podcast is brought to you by Dollar Shave Club. There's no reason to use a cheap right in front of the camera. There's no. Yep. There's no reason to use a cheap disposable razor or pay a ridiculously high price for some gimmicky thing that's got a laser pointer with 17 blades. Make the smarter choice and join Dollar Shave Club. Before Dollar Shave Club, it was either save money and get a painful shave from a disposable razor like the ones they give away for free at the gym, which is, is like shaving with a piece of glass, or pay a fortune for the latest gimmicky shave breakthrough. We don't need that. Laser chin detectors or extra blades. Again, Dollar Shave Club is the best of both worlds, a premium shave at a disposable price. Get a close, smooth shave every time. You can't beat the convenience or price of Dollar Shave Club. If you haven't tried Dollar Shave Club yet, you're missing out. It's an amazing shave at an affordable price. There's no smarter choice on the market, and right now they're giving away 1 month trial of any of their razors for $1 with free shipping. After that, it's just a few bucks a month. There's no long-term commitments, no hidden fees. You can cancel whenever you want. Get your $1 trial at dollarshaveclub.com/roosterteeth. That's dollarshaveclub.com/roosterteeth. Thank you, Dollar Shave Club, for sponsoring this episode of Rooster Teeth Podcasts. Podcast number 420. I'm glad we're finally through it.
I have a.
People have
Speaking of dumb jokes.
been asking about it forever. Speaking of dumb jokes,
Right.
it's over.
Yeah, this is 420.
This is 420.
There was talk at some point of doing a remote podcast.
There was talk of doing a remote podcast, but it ended up not happening. Didn't pan out. Did you bring something?
Oh, is it like a weed bandana?
Well, yeah.
I got another way. Look at that.
I like that you
Nice.
brought
Wait,
props. What other props you got?
Yonda.
You actually look pretty cool in that, dude.
You actually look.
I'm
You
wearing this,
look
man.
kind of tough.
You do
Honestly.
look tough.
The fuck you saying?
All right, then you open your mouth.
I'm intimidated.
Oh,
Yeah. You want me to grab what?
because I don't know if it's because of my giant head. I feel like I'm really hot now, like really temperature-wise.
This actually goes with it. Do you guys know Ethan from H3H3?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like a vape fish.
This is going to be
cosplay.
awesome. That's actually not bad. Just do this.
Like
that.
Like, this is so dark. I can't see. What did you do?
Here, well, don't put it on me. Put it on him. and
No,
I'll tell him
what did
to
you do?
it.
I didn't know what you did.
Well, I can't. Here, you go like this. Go.
Okay.
There's a GIF.
That is
Oh my
not a
God.
bad impression.
You got so many goodies. Did you go
I
to
got
Target?
that.
You brought,
okay.
you brought
So-
visual aids?
Yeah, because I figured.
You came to Roosty's via Target.
For those of you who have been under a rock for the last 10 years and aren't familiar with Jessica's work, Jessica is, in my opinion, the premier cosplayer in the world. And
No.
I know you will probably say no to that,
No.
but I think when people think of cosplay and they name a cosplayer, I think most people would name Jessica Negri
That's-
before just about anybody else in the world.
No.
Anyway, she's a tremendous cosplayer.
I got to read one Twitter comment here.
Good.
From your Nandine. Gus looks like I'm like Marcus Phoenix with that bandana.
Yes, you do.
Thank you. I'm saving that tweet.
Marcus Phoenix.
I love Marcus.
What, in like the middle school prequel of Here's a
His
War?
bicep weighs more than you.
He probably does.
Okay, so actually, no, I thought it would be funny because you know how it's like live and everything, and if you're a first member, you get to contribute to the podcast live. I figured if you guys want to tweet, I have some props that we can put on the boys, and you guys can choose.
Hell
I want
yeah.
the,
Choose what
I
they
want the
are gonna
diva one,
be.
but I'm wearing this bandana.
Well,
Here's the-
okay,
can
well,
do
we'll
both.
Let Twitter decide.
Okay.
I want to prepare you for something. Gus and I have enormous heads.
Okay,
Just
so
ridiculously
We're gonna
big.
break
diva
it.
might not feel good on you,
And big skulls too.
and big skulls. But I mean, I figured maybe Bernie
Thanks,
and
Gav.
Gavin could be Lilith and Morgan.
It's an
'cause you
ego
guys
joke.
Are like sisters. Got some teas. So yeah,
Oh, those are tiny. What are those?
those are good. They're
They go on
flex.
baby heads?
Flex, flex.
I'm
Can I
gonna
have
let
one?
me get.
All
let
right,
me-
No,
No, no,
I'll
no.
wait
Wait
for a-
She's-
Okay,
Let me
that's
the red and
actually-
blue for red versus
Okay,
blue.
that's
You look like
actually
Spider-Man, Batman.
Oh, I'm so happy right
Okay,
now.
I have a couple others. I got Rei Ayanami and a Naruto headband. So if you guys are, oh my god, this is amazing.
I feel pretty.
Well, you look pretty stupid.
I have Tracer.
Maybe the internet will tell me I look like Marcus Phoenix.
Oh man, I want the tracer goggles.
Which way's up? Okay.
Gus, people are asking us, any plans for podcast 666?
I'm just like confused now. I'm like,
You look like a bug.
all kinds of different things going on.
How do they
Shitty
look
biker.
so good on Tracer, but they look so shit on you? How
Well,
is
I
that
think they look good
possible?
on you. I just think you look like a custom character generator that went all wrong. Like
It's
somebody
when
hit
you
the random
too many
button.
times.
Yeah.
You got all this shit put on it. All right. You want to try 'em?
Yeah.
Do it. I'll trade you.
No wait.
Are you
Was I
gonna
wearing? I think I was wearing them upside down. I was wearing them upside down.
No, you were in the right way.
Was I? Okay. Because they're weird.
So Jessica has an
Oh, they're-
assortment
are they
of
upside
props
down?
for us to
No,
wear.
that's good.
I'm wearing
Lilith.
red and blue Lilith.
You're Lilith.
I'm Lilith.
Dude,
You're,
I
a little,
don't know.
you're a little succubus, Bernie.
I get called that a lot.
You're a little succubus.
I can't see shit through these, by the way.
I think
What
how-
have you done to these?
I didn't, someone else made them. Don't worry about it.
I think the first time I met Jessica, I'm trying to think back to it. It was at.
So I can tell you when it happened, and there's a weird lead into that. I actually had it in my notes.
Hmm.
Recently, I was at Funhouse, and I was on the show they do called Google Trends. And on a previous episode, I was watching a bunch of episodes to prepare so I could get my strategy down. They did a whole thing about Pokemon, and one of their categories was Pikachu, and they had to come up with a two-word phrase that included Pikachu, and to see who could come up with the phrase that ranked higher on Google in terms of searches. And I forget what they did, but one of the people did "sexy Pikachu" as a test afterwards to see like how it would have compared, because that was one of their options they had considered. And when they looked up "sexy Pikachu," what came up in the image search was all Jessica in her Pikachu cosplay. And it was funny to me because they didn't call that out. Like, I don't even, maybe didn't know it was her even. But that was the first time I remember meeting Jessica.
Yeah, that was
at
at San Diego
Comic-Con
Comic-Con.
when she
Mhm.
was wearing that costume.
I think
Oh
that
my
was
gosh.
06 or
that
05?
was 09.
Was it 09?
Yeah, it was
Shit.
09. Yeah. I remember. I don't remember that it was the next year that I went up to the actual like Rooster Teeth booth,
Yeah.
and I like met everyone, and I was like freaking out because then I think on the podcast a couple like weeks later
Mhm.
they talked about it, and they were like,
Yeah.
"Oh yeah, she came up to the booth," and I was like, "You guys were talking about me." I was like super stoked.
I remember it too. It was like who is this person that's just come like bouncing up? You're like this ball of energy, and I forget what you were wearing, what you were
Was that
cosplaying as.
Morgan?
That's what it was.
Yeah,
that's what it
really,
was.
fitting.
Yeah.
You okay? You look like you're like looking through time and space.
I was just listening.
He's living his old memories.
I was actually just looking at the monitor.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so we're being told that we're supposed to talk about RTX London on
Oh,
Twitter. Let me see who told us that. I'll look it up and find
RTX
out.
London sold
Sold
out
out.
in record time. It
Do we
was,
sell less
unbelievable.
tickets or something?
Well, since it's a first-year event, you always start first-year events, a little smaller, and then you grow out. So, I mean, RTX London isn't going to be as big as RTX Austin.
Why don't we just go huge with it?
It's difficult to start a new event and then just go like full bore right out of the gate.
I mean, there's a lot of people in the UK who like Rooster
There are a lot
Teeth,
of
just
people in
saying.
the UK.
Gavin, hide your headband. Your headband's like you're not doing it right. Like,
Well,
my
you know what
headband's
it's like.
hidden.
I mean, when you put on an event,
There you
it's
go.
not about just
I like
selling the most tickets you can. You got to also make sure that there's stuff for those people to do. So we have to work and make sure that
It's
there's other companies attending, showing off stuff, or that we have enough programming for them.
Fair play.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
I mean, we could just be like a ticket mill and just sell a fuck ton of tickets, but then everyone would have a shitty experience.
yeah, but PAX South already exists.
Ooh, fucking burn.
They're competitors now. We can do that.
Wink with those little things on your head.
So it'll be at the Excel Center October 14th and 15th, I believe. So hopefully you got a ticket and maybe we'll see you.
Can
then.
you say how many tickets were sold?
I'm afraid I would say the wrong number.
Got it.
Is it more than 20?
Yes, it was more than 20. I'll ask Bethany. She can tell me.
So one of the and the only people that we've announced that are going to that are the 5 old dudes. Me, you,
I don't
Joel, Jeff, and Matt, right?
I don't think we've announced that.
Oh. Damn it. I got to stop talking about this
Every
stuff.
event.
I don't know why. I don't know
Every
why.
time.
You can cut that. Nobody's watching.
It's only the one that's free for everyone on YouTube. I mean,
Anyway.
Wait. It's the top of the subreddit. That's it.
God damn. I should just learn to not talk about that ever again. God damn it.
what did you do that for? Also, you did that for Sydney last year.
I did it constantly for Sydney. I announced everybody. As soon as they showed up on the podcast, I asked them, and you're going to RTX Sydney? And they're like, they haven't announced that yet. So I was like, oh, fuck. So I made every announcement.
What else
for
you
that
got?
thing.
Any other announcements that shouldn't be announced?
Well, we had a similar kind of a thing where I was talking about the immersion that's coming up, which I think will be a fun thing to talk about. It's actually aired now, so people who are on first can see it, and it'll be out tomorrow for everyone else to see. But it's the immersion that we did in Sydney. One of the things we like to do, Jessica, is at RTX, we do a big shoot with a lot of people who are at the convention. We did one shoot for our show, Day 5, which was here in Austin. It had 1,800 extras.
What? That's
Yeah,
amazing.
it's really cool.
Ah.
And so I'd love to do that kind of stuff. So we did a Last of Us immersion in Sydney because it's in Australia and it's upside down. We did have you played Last of Us?
No.
Wait, you admitted it's upside down.
I did. It's funny. It's upside down.
You fought us on that so hard.
I came
before.
up with the premise for the thing. That was the reason to do it because it's
fought
upside
us
down.
so hard.
It's just a joke. It's not actually upside down.
But it is.
I don't want to get into this. You're talking about polar coordinates versus a plane wrapped around a sphere. It's two different ways to look at it. No one there is upside down, jackasses.
But in relation to
In
us,
relation to us is what we say.
In
if
relation-
you look down through the
Oh my
glass
God.
earth, you'd see people's crotches.
You would.
You wouldn't see the top of their head.
100%.
But also, if you move to your right,
And
it
she
just kept
knows
going.
because she spent most of her life upside down.
That's true.
in Christchurch.
In Christchurch.
That's earthquakes there, so that's.
I bet
not
you
bad.
used
What
to
has
sound.
that? That has nothing to do with that earthquake.
Well, stuff gets all combobulated.
So sometimes people there flip upside down in an earthquake, so then they're the right way up.
then they
Exactly
have to.
right.
Then they have to move after. 'Cause
I-
we're all used to the other way.
I went to Christchurch after the last big quake,
Mm.
and I had a guy who took me around, like a tour. It was a guy in taxi just for the day, decided to take me around and show me stuff.
I'll take you around.
And here you go. Can you do? I was going to ask earlier.
I used to talk like this when I first moved over here, but nobody understood me, so I had to change my accent.
really?
So you were like, one day you were like, I got to change this.
Yeah,
Like a
people
actual
people
decision.
could not understand me. Not a single thing. I was in middle school and I was like brand new baby Jess, and I was
Yeah.
like, ah, and they were like, "What are you saying?" And I was like, "Can we go get lunch together?" And they were like, "Oh, okay, yeah, sure," you know.
I just had to talk slower. And then
Oh,
it just
yeah.
sort of became just a mushy mess.
I like mushy mess.
See, my advice to a guy would be never lose your accent.
Oh, yeah.
Because
Well,
for
the aim is
guys,
not
it's like a
Yeah.
superpower in a weird way.
Yeah.
You know, you need to have it. You know,
Yeah,
have to have it. Anyway, so we did a Last of Us. There's a segment in the beginning of the game where your character gets his foot caught in a snare and he's hanging upside down. And while you're hanging upside down, you're shooting at zombies coming into the room.
Okay.
While the other character's trying to let you down. So we did that. But man, we underestimated the physical effects of hanging upside down. Gavin and Michael did it, and then this was the announcement that was accidentally made on Twitter, not by me, by James, that James and Adam were in the bonus episode. But all four of them took days to recover from hanging upside down.
Because of all the blood going to your head. And
Yes.
Oh, I
Yeah.
have a picture that I took of my face.
Was it like bright red?
It's like
Oh.
all of the tiny blood vessels in my face just
blood
popped
vessels all
around
throughout their
my
face
eyes.
broke, and that was what took a long time
Well, how
to go
long were
away.
you guys upside down for?
Like 10 minutes at a time, but they would do 10 minutes, and then they did another round in 10
What,
minutes.
do
They
I
did one
send
with me
to-
as a test,
Yeah.
and I was upside down for like 2 minutes, and I was like, yeah, that was tough, but yeah, that was okay. I could have gone a lot longer. I was totally wrong. James in particular, I remember you could see every vein in his head, even after we got him upright, and his face was like puffy for the rest of the day. I was actually legitimately worried about him. And then we
Google
almost
that.
lost Kovic. He almost passed out.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna
He
send-
turned all gray, and you didn't really know until they lowered you back down.
Until you like felt all the thing drain out.
Yeah, but all the blood would go
Yeah.
back into your legs, and then
Oh, that's weird.
yeah, it was a weird feeling. Like your legs got super cold, hanging upside down.
Oh.
You were
Yeah.
dying.
Yeah, you're dying.
You were
Yeah.
dying.
How long can you hang? How long can a
We-
human body hang upside down before you die?
We did a lot of research, and
I emailed it.
yeah, we did a lot of research on it, Gus, because it wasn't like she was like, oh, let's give this a shot. We had a feeling that it could be a problem.
Yeah.
And Gavin, we pretty sure has had a stroke in the past. I was especially worried about Gavin hanging upside down.
It
There's
probably
something
did good.
wrong.
It probably shifted some of the muck around in my brain.
That's
It's
not
like
a good thing.
nice cleanse. Pull it all down.
So we did a ton of research. We had a stunt team that had us do it. We didn't just hang ourselves upside down. And then we had a medical team there ready to help anybody. But the Australian medical team was,
Top notch, mate.
yeah, but they're like,
They were
it's a
just
tougher
as
culture.
leisurely.
It's almost like, oh, you'll be all right. Just walk it off.
That's what they did.
Yeah. Take a
oh,
couple
it's
shots,
fine.
you'll be fine.
Yeah,
That's
that
what my
was it.
mum is like, man.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Ah, don't worry about it.
Yeah, and he was
Don't be a
Adam was
pussy.
like gray. Yeah,
I felt
He
that
was
every
great.
he was gray.
every time we went back, because we'd have a round and then they'd lower us, then we'd go up again. I think the third time, it was getting worse each time. The third time was the last time I could have done that, I think, without just passing out.
Actually, Gavin, I think you did better than just about
That's
anybody.
my face. You can't really see it, but like
Wait.
all of that,
See that red?
all
What
those
is
red
that?
blotches around my eyes
Or
happened
broken
after I
blood
Look
went
how
upside
much
down.
fear is in your eye. It's
What's
so-
happening to me? But yeah, like my skin's never usually like that, but it was just like
Yeah.
all around both
Oh my
eyes.
God.
Yeah,
Gosh,
your
that's so
skin looks a lot
much
better
fear.
right now.
That's because of the makeup.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Someone made a comment here on Twitter, Bernie. Who is this? Tristan Radloff says you were going to talk about YouTube restricted view. You mentioned it, didn't talk
Mm.
about it.
Oh yeah,
did what?
YouTube restricted mode.
Oh, yeah, we were talking about that in regards to something else. Yeah, YouTube restricted mode is. Have you guys heard about this, Jessica? Do you know
no.
about it?
All I
They're
know is that it
restricting-
was blocking some LGBT content.
They were, yeah.
So here's what I think. There's two things that are going on right now in the YouTube ecosphere. One thing is that there was a big uproar in the UK about Google and YouTube placing ads on hate speech and hate groups videos and content. And they took a lot of heat over that. And in fact, the Google was downgraded today in the stock market because of concerns over their brand safety, which is a big fucking deal for a company the size of Google. And I don't know if this mode is in reaction to that, but there's this new mode, or it seems to be a new mode on YouTube, which is restricted mode. And if you turn it on, it makes videos that have mature content, it makes them unavailable to you.
I
so
heard
they're
it's
just
not
gone.
that if you turn it on though. I heard it's just if your channel is deemed restricted like content,
Yes.
it just becomes restricted and no videos show up. Is that right?
No, I'm saying if you turn it on as a
It's like automatic.
if you turn it on as a user, or it's probably on by default if you don't log in, right? So it's kind of like, almost like age gating,
yeah,
you
I know
know,
it is an age game.
but
yeah.
not really. But the videos don't even show up, and the hubbub is because a lot of LGBTQ videos were then labeled because they discuss sexual
Yeah.
content more so than other videos. I believe they were marked as mature, ended up getting restricted. So it's labeling a certain group's sexual activity as
Yep,
being
That's
Yeah,
messed up. You're
Yeah,
that's-
even
not
like
supposed to do
super
that.
clean stuff. Like apparently Tyler Oakley lost some videos,
Are you
but even though there was like
serious?
nothing, overly anything about the videos.
Well, I
It was
don't know about those, but Tyler's not in particular like super clean. I wouldn't say. I mean, he's
Apparently he lost some clean videos.
yeah, he lost some clean videos as well. His autobiography is great. It really is. You should definitely read it. It's great. It is a lot of fun. I had an audiobook of that, Gus.
Oh.
So I should see if I've lost any, but maybe just the dangerous ones.
When you say lose, is it just behind like a thing, or is it like they get deleted?
They're invisible, which is
Invisible.
one of the worst things on the internet
probably
because it
all my
looks like
videos.
it's there to you as a creator,
Yeah.
but nobody else can find it. In fact, we ran into this right before the podcast. Jessica would you say the number one way that you're out there to support yourself is through Patreon?
Yes, it's amazing. If you guys have any like YouTubers or people that you like really love and support and care for, you should find their Patreon and support their Patreon because it's amazing.
Or their first memberships.
There
or
you
their
go. Or
first
that.
memberships. Yeah.
So, or they should create their own. You can make your own platform and do your own thing. But
Yeah.
I understand.
Oh,
I understand where Patreon's very convenient to do that.
Yes.
To
it's
start
incredible.
that. But once it gets big enough too, do you ever think about leaving Patreon to like just have your own business where people are subscribing to you directly?
I was actually thinking about doing something, but having just like more cosplay people and just doing almost like a little like crew instead, and
Dude,
kind of
that's
like stepping
badass.
away, and then just having like a bunch of. Honestly, it's just an excuse for me to look at pretty girls in next to nothing, but I mean
Ophelia.
that's just for me.
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
That's why I started Rooster Teeth, was to meet underage boys from
And
other
you guys are
countries.
still
What's
together.
up?
It's amazing.
You're still arguing about who lost what or who has to communicate for who.
Oh, I ship it so hard.
Have you ever thought about creating an alter ego who directly competes with Jessica Negri on Patreon?
I may
and
or
then-
may. Oh,
Like the
and then
dark,
just, like,
Patreon.
see
the
who
dark
can have-
Negri?
Like Nessica Gigri.
I may or may not have already started an alter ego that's working on other costumes that are masked
Oh, wow.
that have been around at conventions. And
She
stuff.
might be already doing it. We
So I
wouldn't know.
might be already doing that.
She might
really
be.
big builds.
Really? So one of the things we were talking about before was I went to go look up your Patreon because
Yeah.
I wanted to talk to you about it. And I discovered something. When you search for Jessica Negri on Patreon, I was like, I'm finding all this stuff that isn't you. Like it's other stuff where you're tagged or it's in reference to something they want to do for you or they want to do a build with you or something like that. But there's no, I was like, it seems like the Jessica Negri official one would go to the top. And you weren't in the search.
Nope.
You're one of the biggest Patreons, and you're not even available to be found in search.
Really?
In
Yeah.
in the Patreon search, you can't find it because my content is marked as like lewd.
You
So
think
this is a
Patreon-
common thing across different platforms.
Yep.
You think
Yeah.
Patreon would support cosplayers, considering like some of the biggest Patreons are cosplayers?
Mm.
You think they'd be all for that? And not
Also, who's
hide
going
them?
to Patreon,
Mm.
looking up Jessica Negri and going, "Oh, that's terrible." Like, and then they're not going to use the platform anymore. What's the? I understand there's rules. Like, there's this in America, this thing called COPA, which is the Child Online Protection Act, and there's
Yes.
big things you have to do for that. But man, it seems like cutting off your nose to spite your
Yeah, you-
face.
I
Yeah.
searched for creators for Jessica Negri. There's 9 returns. I think the biggest one has 40 patrons, and none of them are you.
What?
Yeah.
There's another one, like another Patreon.
No,
there?
like it's not. And
It returns other stuff on your name.
Okay,
yeah.
so I mean, part of me,
Meg Turney's the same way, by the way.
yeah, she's
Can't
the
find her?
same. Yeah.
You can't look her up on search.
Part of me does feel kind of like it's okay because I do feel like kids shouldn't kind of be like that stuff on Patreon is for like I would say like an older audience, and I don't want kids coming in like finding it and stuff. But I think it's I don't know. It's what did you say?
I looked up Meg Turney. I just looked
Who
up
is
Meg
that?
Turney.
Meg Turney and some guy called Jerome.
Yeah.
Dark. Okay.
Maybe that's her alter ego that she started to like
That's it. It's
battle with
very
herself.
clever.
Battle with herself.
Create your own
So
competition.
weird.
Patreon.com/Meg Turney, by the way,
Do
if
it.
you want to go support Meg on Patreon. And
I
Jessica,
like-
what
I
is
like
yours?
Patreon.com/Jessica Negri.
Jessica Negri, all capital letters.
It's like capital J.
Maybe that's what I need to do. I'm
and
gonna
Negri is
try to
spelled
begin without a space.
Nigri.
N-I-G-R-I.
Jessica Negri. No spaces.
No spaces.
Nothing.
What the? Oh well,
You
doesn't matter.
ex-
Don't
you
worry about it.
You don't exist. You're not really sitting here right now.
I'm sorry.
Jesus. It is impressive though that you can have one of the biggest Patreons when they are not showing
Right.
you in
And you
any
can't
way.
find
it's like
her on
all
the platform.
self-promotion. It means you just do it very well.
Thanks, man.
Let me, see
Yeah.
let me see if we can do it through Google.
I'll
Like
put
if
a
I go
picture of you on my
outside.
Patreon in that.
Yeah, if you're a patron, you get exclusive content like that.
You have to look real scared though.
Scared.
Yeah, that's pretty scared.
Imagine you were hanging upside down, taking a photo of all the burst blood vessels.
I wasn't
in your
upside
face.
down when I took the photo.
So one of the things I love about Jessica and her career is that obviously cosplay. There's a huge crossover with gaming. A lot
Yes.
of lot of gaming cosplay, a lot of anime and everything like that. And you know, being a pretty girl, being involved with gaming is like there are times in history where that's put people in the crosshairs of like pretty girls aren't allowed to do gaming stuff or whatever. I regularly see cosplays that Jessica does for characters who I have no idea who they are, and I learn about these gaming characters through Jessica's work. And I think that's so funny because me as a dorky guy, I'm like, I should know all these things, but I'm learning about them through Jessica.
That makes me happy.
It is
Oh,
your boyfriend's he uses fake
fake nerd boy.
fake nerd boy.
Yeah, so yeah.
I
No,
thought-
he's got like full like Pokemon tattoos and then like World of Warcraft tattoos. Like he's the biggest like dork on the planet.
I always thought that was a great nod to that.
Yeah,
Fake
it's really
nerd
funny.
boy. Yeah.
Fake
Yeah.
nerd. Yeah, like I know Morrigan. I don't know
Lilith,
Lilith. Is
His
that
lit-
also from Dark Side?
little sister. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. They're succubi sisters.
I only
Succubus
I only know
sister.
Morgan from
That's the dream.
Puzzle
I
Fighter.
want.
Puzzle Fighter? She's
I
in
want- I
Puzzle
didn't
Fighter,
put
right?
Oh, that's the
Yeah.
same
And it was
one.
like a nod to it.
Yeah,
Or was it,
like
she's
she's
in
in-
Darkstalkers
yeah,
and then she had like an alter. Yeah,
Right.
Okay. That's cool.
Yeah, I think that's the only reason
Meg is really
No.
good at Super Puzzle Fighter.
I
She
used to
kicks
be
my
really
ass
good
in that
at it.
game.
Jeff claims it used to beat me all the time. That was not true at all.
No, you guys were both very good at it. I never played you guys in Puzzle Fighter. You could kick the shit out of me in that game.
Yeah, there was a period where like we would skip eating lunch at our old call center job because I had an apartment really close to the call center. So instead of eating lunch, we would drive to my apartment, play as much Super Puzzle Fighter as we could, and then drive back to work.
You'd be hungry.
We'd be really hungry. We'd either go play
Hungry for
Super Puzzle
puzzles.
Fighter at my apartment, or we'd go to play laser tag.
Oh, laser tag.
And we'd shoot like
Oh.
10-year-olds for our lunchtime.
Do you know, I used to take like a sweatshirt and I would wrap it around my waist, and then when I would go to laser tag, I would take off the sweatshirt, put it over my pack.
You fucking dirty cheater.
Cheat.
Dirty
filth.
Yes,
cheater.
I would absolutely. It was so awesome because I would always go to my my older brother's laser tag birthday parties, and I would be the only girl, and they would pick on me because they were like, "Oh, you're a girl, you can't come to this party." So I'd be like, "I'm gonna wreck you all."
So you might as well just walk in and set off an EMP.
Yeah. Just the blazers.
Lasers for everyone. Here, let me read this. I want to remind everyone this episode of the podcast is also brought to you by MeUndies. You perfected your wardrobe, but what about the stuff not everybody gets to see? That's where MeUndies comes in. They're seriously soft, feel-good undies delivered directly to your door. MeUndies are designed in LA, made from sustainably sourced micromodal, a fabric 3 times softer than cotton. It's true, they're very soft. MeUndies softer than soft, luxe... I'm going to read it again. MeUndies softer than soft, luxe undies come in an ever-changing selection of classic colors, bold shades, and adventurous patterns so you can tailor your undies to your own personal style. I go for adventurous. Guess what? You can save time and money each month with a monthly subscription. If you're not ready for subscription, that's okay. You can still save. That's because MeUndies is offering you 20% off your first pair. Use our special URL, which is MeUndies.com/roosterteeth. Get 20% off your first pair. Go ahead, revamp your underwear drawer. You deserve it. That's MeUndies.com/roosterteeth. MeUndies.com/roosterteeth. Tell them Gus sent you.
I'm gonna.
You're gonna have a stroke?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I'm gonna make a prediction. I think you're gonna have to redo that ad read without the thing on your head.
No, you're fine.
Do you want to wear Rei? Actually, I have one more thing.
What do you
I
got?
fixed it. Here.
We should put you in Rei Ayanami.
Oh, give
Put
me
me
that.
back
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Gus was so excited. He was so excited.
I have something else. Do you know what a virgin killer sweater is?
Okay.
What?
Is that like a wife beater?
A virgin killer sweater. Do you know what that is, guys?
No. This wig has hair on both sides. Oh, okay. I couldn't figure it out.
You're gonna put on over that? Take that thing off. All right.
Wait, we don't know. She
I'm
could
just
blaze it
making
underneath her wig.
I'm just making suggestions.
Oh, it's got the clips and everything, too.
Yeah. Do you want to? I wanted to actually. You've never heard of this, right?
No.
I want to see if you can figure out.
That's awesome, Gus.
Wait,
That should be fucking
So
permanent, dude.
happy.
You look like Kojima's younger brother.
Can people please draw Gus like this? Oh my god, you're so
No,
cute.
I don't know how to do that. So here,
Just hold them.
there. Okay.
You're so precious. Okay, I want to see. This is like the new the meme that's going on right now. I just did a photo shoot in it, and a bunch of other my cosplay friends have done shoots in it, and I wanted to see.
Oh, those sweaters.
You know what it is.
Yeah, I see those
Put
all
it
the time.
on!
No.
Oh, okay.
So I was going to ask you, actually. I'm glad
Put
you
it on,
brought
dude.
this. Because I was
What?
going to ask, what is the deal with these sweaters?
They're
I feel
so
like they've gotten
dumb.
really popular.
Okay, so now there's the Holy Trinity. There's the boob hole sweater, the little cat keyhole bra, and now there's the Virgin Killer sweater.
I didn't know that was the name for it. I was going to ask you
So
what
wait,
these are called.
is that the front, that big open hole?
I don't know. Do you want to try it on?
No, Gus.
Boys wear it a different way. It's
So is it just like a tits out cardigan of some sort?
A
Kinda.
tits out
No,
cardigan?
I think this is the back.
That's the back.
Yeah.
I mean, you could try it. You want to try it?
Stick it on, Gus.
Oh my God.
Gus,
Bung it
Gus.
on.
No.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
these
got
are-
the, I got
I'm
the
just
wig
looking
on
at the Google
already.
image search
Oh,
here.
bless you.
You googled Virgin Killer?
It's pretty hot.
Wouldn't
There you
recommend it.
You go for it.
Good
Yeah, I'll show you a
Lord.
picture. Kill.
I wanna
I'm
be-
so happy I finally know what those are called.
Gus, you gotta wear it.
Why have you? For some reason, I feel like you wouldn't have known what it was. I'm like so impressed.
I see that shit all the time. You posted a picture with it the other day,
I
didn't you?
did, yeah. There it is.
Oh, so you wore it on the front.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's not her photo though. I'll find yours. So yeah, just look it up on.
Have you ever tried it
Google
on
to find
backwards?
Yeah, it's not good. you gotta strategize. Ryan wore it and he looked real good in it. Am I real good? I mean, not very good at all.
I'm down.
That's it.
I'm down a rabbit
You.
hole.
You
I'm
don't
down
wanna
a
look at
rabbit hole with
yourself?
this.
Jessica
You
just
get
did
really
this.
self-conscious looking at your own photo.
She went like,
Is it true?
This has 3,300 likes. You put this on the internet. Don't say you don't want to see it.
I don't want to put it right in my face.
No, but I know
have
what
to
you-
confront who I am when I look at it like that.
I know what you mean though, because it's like there's a lot of times when I'm in stuff and I won't watch myself.
I won't watch this podcast. I'll be so like like
well, you
freaking
lived
out.
it though.
Yeah.
Like,
You're,
when
you're
I'm in a-
watching it now.
Like if I'm in a movie that shows in a theater and I have to sit in a theater surrounded by other people,
Yeah.
and I'm like waiting for my part to come up, I'm just like, I'm gonna fucking die here in a second. I don't know what it is. I can watch it at home, I can promote it and everything, but just sitting in a theater with a bunch of other people who are watching it, I just like I don't know. I just feel very self-conscious.
We early on when we first started showing Red versus Blue theatrically, we'd go and we'd do Q&As and meet people. And I think the first time we did a showing, we sat through it and watched it, and then after that, we never sat through a showing Red versus Blue again.
But isn't it nice to hear the laughs where people laugh?
Like we would wait in the lobby,
Yeah.
and we would
that's
hear everyone
nice.
laugh and like have a good time, but like we just couldn't sit there and watch it. And
I
be
know
part
that
of it.
feeling so hard. Like, I always like whenever I make a costume or do a shoot, I always post it and then just like walk away. I can't like go back and read comments or anything. Like it's too real.
Mm.
I want to become Naruto.
Can I-
Who
can I-
does most of your photos?
Ryan.
He does?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ryan does my photos.
let's see.
I look silly.
We saw these things everywhere like 10 years ago, Gus.
Oh, the Naruto headband.
Yeah, the headbands. Is that about the right time when Naruto was
Maybe
super
a little
popular?
longer than that. Yeah, but
Yeah.
somewhere around 10 years ago.
Oh my gosh, we all look
So I see.
terrible.
Who was this?
Are we not
I
doing
look
cosplay,
great.
right?
No, I think we're doing it perfectly. Oops.
On Twitter, Cupcake Monkey TA
Not a real name.
tweeted. I guess they looked up Virgin Killer sweater, and they said the first image that popped up for them was fan art of the main Ruby characters in
Yes.
Get outta
Virgin
here.
Killer
Yes.
sweaters.
They're there too. Yeah.
Oh, I see this photo in here. Is that what that is?
Yeah,
That's copyright infringement.
we'll see them. So
You know, I ran into that today on Twitter, and I had a very tense discussion with somebody that then turned out okay. Where this guy just kind of wrote me out of the clear blue sky. I believe his name was Jose. And he said, he tagged me and he tagged the Twitter account for Ruby Game. And he said, hey, you guys are pulling down Let's Plays of Ruby Game from YouTube. You know, even though that's what you guys do, way to go. And then it was like some kind of hashtag like fuck this or hashtag like damn or something like that. And I wrote him back and go, I'm sure that's exactly what's going on. We're pulling down Let's Plays. It's not some kind of content ID YouTube kind of snafu that you're overreacting to. I'm sure that's exactly what we're doing. And then he posted, he goes, yeah, it was a YouTube thing. They were like, yeah, it pulled it down. I was like, and I apologized to him and said, I'm sorry for the snark. I'm just like, we've been doing this 15 years. I don't know what it is about people where they're just waiting for us to like suddenly drop the charade and go, yeah, fuck you guys. We hate everybody.
we were evil the whole time.
Yeah, we've been keeping it up now for 15 years. You know, it's like we're embezzling money and we're all gonna fucking leave. I don't understand why that's the gut reaction when we do something. That there's a group of people just like, fuck this. You know, these guys are doing this. They're money grubbing or something like that. It's like no, it's just
It was a
15
mistake.
years. You know, at some point we have to build up some goodwill with these people. At some point. And it's a small group of people. I realize it's not everybody, but I'm just, it's a knee-jerk reaction of the internet whenever there's a slight change or a perceived change that people are doing it just because they hate the audience or something like that.
Yeah.
You know? I remember we changed the first program. There was that.
Oh, changing the name?
Yeah, we changed the name. That like we were trying to like get rid of the audience or something like that. You know, it's weird reaction.
God, we went through so many proposed names to change from sponsors to first. How long did that discussion go on? That discussion probably went on for like 8 months.
Really long time. Like we're
And-
gonna have Rooster Teeth Pro, Rooster Teeth Prime.
I think my favorite was Plus.
Rooster Teeth Start.
Oh,
There's-
yeah.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them. But just for first is like that's part of our culture.
Should've
The
been
double
Hobby.
gold actually survived from another one. We brought the
Hobby.
double gold over from one that was gold, double gold, and something else.
Mm.
I forget what it was. Yeah.
There was this guy on the website called Hobby who would always get the first comment, and then it got to the point where people, if they beat him to the first comment, they would just write Hobby. So the first comment of everything we ever made, yeah, it was just
Yeah.
you'd see Hobby.
I never thought of it as a meme, as like
Yeah,
a Rooster
that's-
Teeth
Yeah,
specific meme.
it was a meme before meme.
Yeah, and it didn't exist anywhere else. It was just on our
Yeah.
community website.
Oh.
It's just interesting to think about it that way. I feel like we've seen, you know, we're like old men on the internet now. Like we've seen like the rise and fall of so many different things. And like I still am stuck with some of the old memes in my head and I still use them a lot. And whenever I like send out an old meme on social media, people are always like, God, Gus, that meme is so old. I'm like, is it really?
They pass through so fast. Have you guys seen the Shooting Stars meme?
I don't think
What
so.
is that? I
Shooting
got one.
Stars meme is so good. Did you get one made of you?
I got one made of me where I'm like
so
jumping in the air and
jealous.
it reverses and does it, and it plays that music, and I'm like flying through space and shit.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh,
But it's been linked to me probably over 100 times, but I've not yet willed up enough power to actually Google what the Christ it is.
It's so
about.
good, but the time that you Google it and look it up, it's gonna be gone. Like me bringing on this Virgin Killer sweater is probably like a bad faux pas to the internet. I'm
You've
sorry.
just killed it.
I just killed it. Yeah.
Speaking of memes and things that get passed around, have you seen the giant chicken yet?
What? No.
Can we
Are you first? Oh
I'm
my
convinced
gosh,
it's
the
a
first.
dude in a suit.
monster chicken?
I'm
I'm
so
gonna look it
ready.
up here.
I'm so ready.
Oh, you haven't seen this yet?
No.
This was everywhere. I saw people who were on Twitter saying, please no one else post this. It's freaking me out.
There's people who are convinced that it's a person in a.
I believe it. The movement, it looks like a person.
I think
in a
it's a
suit.
guy with his knees snapped back the wrong way in a chicken suit.
Okay, I'm
Digigrade
gonna
legs.
see if I
Like
can
digigrade
get this up
legs.
here in a second.
Digi what?
Digigrade. That's what it's called when your knees go backwards.
Digigrade?
Digigrade.
Is that a
when you're
real
making-
term?
Yeah, digigrade.
Do you ever like what's the
Smart.
coolest thing you have from cosplay? Do
Give
you have
me a
those
second to
Weta
full
legs
screen
that are
this.
backwards? Did you buy
Yeah,
those?
those are the no. I have those.
Check it
Look
out.
at this chicken.
Look at it.
Huh,
It's massive.
that's a chicken. No, that's a chicken. That's
That's the new
100%.
mascot for our
That's
company.
like a hybrid. That's like a turkey chicken.
You're so
That's a
excited
chicken.
about it.
That's like a chicken and a horse.
That chicken is fucking ridiculous. It's so huge.
That's
that thing
huge.
could maul a toddler.
Absolutely. A toddler could ride it.
That would be amazing.
Oh,
But
it
yeah,
would be like a chocobo. That's a chocobo.
That is totally
Oh
a
my god, the
chocobo.
world is evolving. I'm so happy.
but I love shit like that. Like that just pops up. I think my wife sent me that last night, and it's like you see it everywhere. It's like one of those things that people really latch onto.
Oh, I love that.
so
Can
creepy.
we go find that and ride it?
Yeah, they said apparently it's like some special breed of chicken. And I'm seeing Brian Beam was telling me, I guess he saw a documentary, I forget what it was called. He said it was called like Chicken People or something, about people who breed specific kinds of chicken. And there was like a whole segment about this breed and
We
about
should
how huge they
redo
are.
that cock
Cool.
block animation, but with that chicken.
But can you ride it?
Yeah, but unless there's something there with it, you don't know how big it is.
You have to have Gavin ride it.
Yes.
I'll ride
Yeah,
it. I think you can look at the
that would be
feathers.
awesome.
The feathers are like, there's a lot of small feathers
So
on it.
maybe you
which
can just
means
hold a
it's big.
bundle of feathers.
The feathers don't get bigger with the bird? You think the feathers stay the same
Well,
size?
how big
and
can
they
a
just get-
chicken feather be?
I don't think there's a limit. How big can a chicken be? We
What's
saw
the,
a huge
what's the
chicken.
biggest feather?
What do you mean? What's the biggest
peacock
feather? Why is there a limitation to the size of a
Yeah,
feather?
but a peacock's tail is a bunch of feathers.
That's true, but
The-
that's
an
but the
individual.
longest like individual peacock feather is like could be like a meter long.
Yeah, they're big.
Fair play. Maybe
So you thought the chicken gets bigger, but the feathers stay the same size?
in
Well,
my
no,
head, a
no,
big.
that makes,
In my head, a
would-
bigger chicken would have the same size feathers, but just more of them, and they'd look smaller on the
No,
chicken.
because what if they would grow? Because like
That's
you
insane.
have bigger hands for your bigger body, you have
That's
bigger
insane.
ears for your bigger body.
What
like,
other things would stay the
proportionally you
same size?
grow. I wasn't gonna say that, but you did that, so I'll let you go with it.
The chicken's a grower.
Yeah.
So
People
what-
say that it's a breed called, they're speculating it's a breed called the Jersey Giant.
Oh, I've heard it was Brahma as well. which-
Brahma? Let me look that up.
Jersey
Isn't
Brahma
that something out of
chicken.
Skyrim?
Brahma chicken.
Oh,
Well,
a
Brahma
Jersey
bulls
Giant's not
are-
in Sky.
No, maybe it is Brahma chicken.
That's what I saw people posting about it. Brahma chicken, they were calling it.
They're, they're
Brahma
both
chicken.
pretty heavy. They're both they're not that big, honestly. The sizes they say here is the male will typically get between like 12 and 13 pounds on the big size.
Okay.
But how tall?
But a turkey, you're
Yeah, I
right. A
don't know.
turkey's
'Cause
that
chicken-
size. You
chicken
can buy a
can hold-
13-pound turkey.
But when you buy a
That's
13-pound
true.
turkey, it's got all that's post gut removal weight, right?
Yeah.
Is it?
Isn't it?
Turkeys are huge.
You know they have the turducken. What's that? Turkey,
Duck,
duck, chicken.
right?
With that, you could have the chicken on the outside.
and then you could
and
have a
you have a
turkey,
chicken on the
So it'd
inside.
be
and then
a
another chicken.
Turducken.
Can you put
Ch-
a?
ch-
What about a peacock? Would the
chick-turkin.
peacock be on the outside? then?
Chick-turkin.
Why
put a
why are we eating a peacock all of a sudden?
Why can you eat one type of bird and not another type of bird?
Ooh,
You're
she
gonna
got a
be.
head
I don't-
bob.
I don't
I
think
feel
Yeah.
like well, you can't eat an eagle, can you?
Why not?
Or isn't it like against the law to
What
kill
type
an
of
eagle?
I mean, not a bald eagle.
Not
I'm
a
sure
bald
you
eagle.
can
You
get
should get
another
the
eagle.
other eagles. I saw that on
What is your
Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
name? Another eagle.
brown eagle.
I think you're right.
I think there's a brown
I
eagle.
think there is.
Brown falcon.
Types of eagle. There's a golden eagle.
There is a golden eagle.
Mm-hmm.
Boston College's mascot.
White-tailed eagle,
Put
harpy
a dove in.
eagle,
Why don't you put a dove
Harpy
in there?
eagle. Come on.
Dove.
That's just mean.
You can eat
Philippine
dove.
eagle.
I feel like that's like
Golden
a
eagle.
sacred bird you're eating
A
there.
dove? No, you
Is
pop
not-
out the little blebs.
Brown eagle is a
Little
gold eagle.
breasts pop out, little tiny
What,
morsels.
a dove?
Little
Have you
chicken nuggets.
thumbed the breast out
Yeah,
of a
you
dove
thumb-
before?
Cornish hen.
Have you?
Yeah.
I used to
Our friend, he hunted doves.
I used
I
to
feel
go
like
hunting
dove
all.
is just minding its own business, like spreading peace around the earth, and then it got gunned down.
Why is it okay to eat a chicken
Are you-
but not a
Because
dove?
a chicken's a, it's like a food.
I used to go
bird.
hunting all the time,
That's like saying it's okay to eat one type of person and not another.
and she's
That's true.
totally right.
true.
What you do when
eat
you want to
people.
take
Don't
the
eat
meat off of
people.
them,
Why are you
you stick your
That's
thumb
another thing.
like
That's
under the
another-
rib cage like this,
You-
because where all the meat is, and you like literally you put your thumb in, get the other one, and you just you like pull the
It's like-
breast
it's
and all
like-
the meat
It's like
off
Blood Eagle
from the rest of the
Ragnar.
body.
I don't like this discussion.
Oh
It just like crunch, you crunch. It's like all right, that you don't eat this, you eat.
I should really be a vegetarian because I'm a baby when it comes to like
I like
murdering a corpse.
I liked hunting when I was younger because I feel like it gave me an understanding of where the food we eat comes from. Like I can respect what I'm eating a lot more. Like when you have to go out and you have to kill something and then you then consume it, you understand that you took something's life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you are eating something that was alive at one point.
I
It's like-
get what you're saying there, but does that prepare you for where we are now in food preparation, where you have factory farms and
Yeah,
things like that.
I think everyone should just watch those shows.
Yes.
Like those, I watched them and I was like, huh. But like, I still eat meat now. So, but
Apparently
I
there's
think everyone should know.
There's no way to raise chickens for meat that you can't do it any other way. Like there's no economic. Like you hear about free range chickens, that's basically just for eggs. That on a scale basis, there's almost no way to
Well,
do.
I mean, if you're doing like national scale, if you're doing like small regional distribution,
Sure.
you can do it. But yeah, if you want to scale a company to be like nationwide, I totally
So
see
KFC
that.
isn't doing chickens good.
Nobody's doing chickens good, basically.
No.
Unless you go to one of those restaurants you hate, Gavin, where they tell you like where everything came from,
Yeah.
you know, and all that.
Portlandia
Like
had a great skit
Portlandia!
about that in their first season, where they were like, we really want to know the chicken. Like,
Was he a popular chicken?
yeah, like did he have friends? You know, they say go to the farm, and it's like a whole
Locally
cult
sourced.
thing.
Yeah.
I don't even like watching animals die. For some reason, I was.
I love it.
That's a weird.
Some
Nothing like
reason-
watching some animals die. That's a good
I ended
Monday.
up searching around YouTube and I saw this clip. I think it was linked to one of my videos because of slow motion. It was like a slow mo scope video of a guy who was shooting birds, pigeons, like for pest control.
Oh.
There was this kind of bird, it might be like a crow or something, some gammy old bird, but it was sat on a wire of some sort, maybe some power lines, and he shoots it, and you can see the bullet coming in, and because it's like going straight away from the camera, it takes a while to get to the bird, and it just sort of like went in the back of the bird's neck, and that head went like, "Rah," and then its talons gripped the wire, it swung backwards upside down, and then a load of blood just came out of the head, like through the mouth, and I was
Gross,
like,
dude, what are you watching?
Oh.
I was like, that is so gruesome. But I guess that's just what happens when people shoot birds.
You shoot anything.
It was
Blood
just
comes
awful.
out.
It was like I was expecting like it's just gonna go.
That's just what happens.
I
when
mean, in
people shoot
movies and video
birds.
games, in my head, it was gonna turn into a load of feathers.
Right, sure.
But instead, it just leaked blood all
Wait,
over the ground.
thump
Where they shot it
into the
with
flesh.
a
What
rifle, like
wouldn't
a
bleed
single
if you
bullet.
shoot it?
I think it was like a 22
What
or
would happen
something.
if you shot a shotgun at a pigeon?
I mean,
Shot a
that's-
shark at a pigeon?
A shotgun.
Oh.
I mean, that's how you-
shark at a pigeon.
That's
I don't
like-
want to see that. Shut up. Chomp. Bird's
like
like,
Dove
what
Hunt
the
with
fuck?
the shotgun.
Where'd this shark come from? But we had a really cool experience to get off of that, but stay on the topic of guns. We had a really interesting
America.
experience in Austria where there was a reception that was in an Austrian bar, which is part of an Austrian hotel in Austria.
Funny that.
And we were
What
at
was
this
it?
bar, and we kind of started wandering around. Gus, I'm not kidding. This was the best bar in the world.
Why?
This bar had, first of all, it had a bar in it, and it had drinks.
Okay, that is
They,
a bar.
they had a special station where they were serving Guinness, and they had like a vibrating plate that would make it settle way faster, so they could serve Guinness. Yeah, I get that. I'm not done yet, though.
Right, yeah, no, me
Well,
doesn't
you're
like the
losing
way
me.
you
What's your
serve
problem with that?
Guinness.
I prefer a traditional pour. I don't want that shit.
Traditional pour meaning you sit there for fucking 5
Yeah, you
minutes.
sit there and you wait.
But how's it different?
I don't know. I don't want some technology shit.
It was actually like they poured it out of a can and then it goes, and it had a perfect head.
I left out the can part because I knew Gus would hate that too.
Oh no,
it-
Guinness in a can's fine.
Okay. So
like a
then they
meal.
had in this bar, we went down some steps off to the side. They had a bowling alley in there,
You're losing me.
like a little like miniature, like what would you say, like a 2/3 scale bowling alley.
It was the kind of ball where you don't put your fingers in, you just
Right.
hurl it.
Almost like bocce balls.
Like petanque?
Petanque.
I'm so lost.
is that like the sequel to Kaplunk?
Yes. No, it's never mind.
And then
I want to.
they had a shooting gallery in it where you had pellet guns with rifles and a scope on the rifle, and they would run a little paper target all the way down to the end, and you would sit there and shoot, and then they'd run the target back, and you'd see how you did. It was the greatest bar ever, dude.
Weird.
It was incredible. I
I
got
don't
an
know,
opportunity in the
do-
vlog this week.
Do you do a thing where you go in, you shoot the pellet gun, you drink a beer, you shoot it again, drink a beer, like just keep seeing like how much each beer affects your ability to aim?
Have you seen that new race that's come out in Germany where you have to carry around a pack of 6 and you have to finish this obstacle course and drink and finish a beer and like go against someone? It's
No.
like
That
a,
sounds
it's
like-
like a new race that's like taken off, I guess.
But that would just make you throw up, right? Like you wouldn't be drunk by the time you finish the obstacle.
Even if
course.
you throw up a beer, you still get drunk off it.
Yeah, all
But
the
I'm
beer
saying
has
you're-
to be like at least at one point in your body.
Like I'm saying, if you drank 6 beers half an hour before the race, by the time you do the race, you would be
No.
like running sideways.
You
I
have to
would.
like drink it as you go.
Yeah, it
So you
seems like a
have to
nightmare.
I like when we were trying to ask if we could.
Do we have the vibrating plate?
Yeah, that's it.
This is exactly the device. It just goes, and then now it's a Guinness,
Weird.
as if it's been poured.
That looks like chocolate.
It almost
milk.
looked like it went in reverse.
Nah, it's like a
That didn't.
supersonic.
That looked to me. It looked like it stirred it up.
Right.
Am I crazy?
It does.
That was
Yeah, but Guinness looks like that when you
terrible
pour it.
example. Control room. How dare you? Ruin my story.
We were trying to find out though if we could go and use the shooting thing after because it was kind of late. I think we talked to the guy and he was like, You've had like less than 8 beers, right? And it was like, yeah, that's fine.
That's the limit.
He was the
No,
owner of the
no,
hotel. We said,
was-
"Hey, can we go back and shoot in the shooting gallery today?" And he goes, "Are you drunk?" And we said, "No." He goes, "Yeah, you're fine. Then go ahead."
Oh my God.
But we were
Honor
like-
system.
We were
Austria.
surrounded by empty schnapps glasses when he asked us
That stuff is rank.
Yeah, schnapps in Austria is rough. Rough.
There's a. Did you drink at that German bar in Sydney, or RTX Sydney,
No.
the Hofbrau?
Mm-mm.
Fucking Eric Cherry loves going there.
Oh, I've been there.
yeah, and he
Actually,
orders like
one of
the
the first
long
times I
line
ever
of
met Ashley.
schnapps.
Yeah, we went there.
Fucking Eric Cherry,
One of
man.
one of the shots we did, the only way I could describe the taste was a biscuit set on fire and then stomped out by a boot in liquid form. That's what it tasted like.
Mhm.
Not
I'm-
ideal.
I'm hearing here on Twitter from
I'm staying way ahead of you guys in drinks, by the way.
Cricket and Clover.
Can we have more of that
I have to
Malibu over
pee.
here?
Yeah,
No,
he's
I don't-
those. Let me
I
get you one
don't
if you want
wanna.
one.
Cricket and Clover is saying that
Like a
the bowling
secret
without
toilet
holes
you
is
guys
called
dropped in?
kegel.
Kegel? That's like when you
Kegel?
do you
Kegel?
squeeze your vag
K-E-G,
so that you
like
get
kegel with an
flexes.
N
Yeah.
at the end.
Yeah,
Wait,
Kegel
can
Kegel
guys
with
not-
an N at the
Guys do
end.
it
That's
too.
Kegel flex.
Yeah.
Wah, wah.
It's your
Kegel
pelvic
bowling.
floor.
It makes your knob go,
It's like a little twitch.
It's
Yeah.
German for Skittles.
unless you're more excited. And then it's more
Okay,
of a
that
It's
makes
like
sense. So it's Skittles.
It's
I
a
always
German
associate.
bowling game played in Australia. I assume they meant
Australians are
Austria.
amazing at drinking. Best
There was a lot of
drinkers.
mistakes like that. We were at dinner, and I said they were eating ostrich at dinner, and I said, "Oh, has anyone ever eaten kangaroo as well?" Just a top of conversation. They go, "This is Austria, not Australia." I go, "But you're eating fucking ostrich, aren't you?" Like ostriches are native to Australia, right, Gus?
I don't know about that.
So this is a thing. We didn't look it up. We were debating about
I
it
think-
heavily, but we made an agreement at the table. We were not going to look it up.
I don't think they are.
Do you not associate ostriches with Australia?
I think
know,
they're
I
like
never have.
No,
cassowaries
it's like
and
emus. And,
yeah.
yeah, cassowaries, the crazy raptor.
Yeah.
ones.
So is ostriches, are they Africa? Is that
I
where they're from?
think so.
Quick show of hands from the control room. Are ostriches from Australia? Are they? Liars.
Those are emus,
We
right?
had one hand go.
I'm
up.
never asking you guys anything ever again.
Where
You,
the
you want
hell
me to
are
tell you the
emus from?
answer?
Look,
Look,
I get that they're in
listen.
Pennsylvania now.
Someone off camera just said they had ostriches in Pennsylvania. Look, we're talking about where they're from. They're from-
Ostriches are from Philly.
Wait, you could put an
That's
ostrich.
that's how
and
you
put
make
the rest of the
that's how you make Philly
chickens on ostrich.
cheesesteaks out of ostriches.
Where
Mega
did
Thanksgiving.
ostriches
they're
get
native to
invented?
Africa.
I'm looking it up right now.
I just told you.
Where
You
was
don't
it
need to
from?
look- Native to Africa.
Africa.
He-
Okay. okay.
What was?
But still not Austria. So when I brought up
Well, it's not an AUS stretch.
what?
Like ostrich. I got you.
Yeah,
I
it's
got
like
you.
an
That was good.
Austrian ostrich.
It was really good.
Why did you think it would be?
Okay.
What I think what would be?
Like, what made you think it was from Australia?
No, I always associated ostriches with Australia. This is actually I just learned this. If you'd asked me a week ago, I said where did ostriches come from? I would definitely have said they came from Australia.
Yeah, emus are Australian.
Are they?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And moas, which are all dead now, those are
New
New Zealand.
And
Yeah.
What about dodo?
Cassowaries are native to New Guinea and northeastern Australia.
Cool.
We saw one in the Sydney Zoo.
Yeah.
Cassowary.
Cassowaries are scary.
They're scary.
Cassowaries.
Oh.
I got scared of cassowaries by Far Cry 3
They're so
because
brutal.
you'd be like creeping through the brush and then you turn around and be a fucking cassowary like knifing at you. Yeah.
Or a badger. Those are the worst.
Oh, the fucking badgers.
Or a
yeah.
giant chicken.
So have you played Horizon? Any of you guys played
I
Horizon?
played very
No.
little. I've been caught up
Not
in
yet.
Breath of the Wild.
I've been Zeldin.
Are you doing any cosplays from Horizon at all? You think about it?
no,
Oh God.
How could you ask such a question?
no.
What is your process? Like, how do you determine what you're going to cosplay? Do you just see an image of something and go, oh, that's super cool?
Yeah.
Then you dive into it and then make a cosplay from it?
Okay, so usually, recently I've been doing original costumes. So I'll take something that I really liked when I was younger, and then like get my friend Zach Fisher to draw like a design for me. And so recently, I just did Syndragosa. Is
go
that
number-
for you?
Is that
Let me
for-
look this up.
Is that for Jessica?
It's for whoever. Jessica, you got it in your
No,
hand.
that
Own
was,
it.
That was for whomever.
Take
I-
it.
Do you want one? Here, no, I'll share.
Then make another
Why
one.
don't we just
Then
share
make- just-
Okay.
All
So,
just
Jessica,
put it
what
in
was
there.
the cosplay name
Put this one on there.
that you did?
Syndragosa, armored Syndragosa. It was like a dragon from World of Warcraft, and so I really
Okay.
liked the dragon, but it's a dragon. It's
Is
not a
that what
human.
that is?
Yeah.
Okay, that was one of the things that I didn't know what it was. I knew it was from World of Warcraft. I felt like that thing was credible. It was all blue and black. Yeah.
Oh, that makes me happy.
Yeah, that was really
Yeah,
cool.
because like I do a lot of like gender bends and like kind of lewd stuff. So every once in a while, I like to do like a big one just to be like, here you go, there's a big one, and then that's it.
Gus, have you seen this?
I don't think so.
It's
Syndragosa.
fucking crazy, dude.
God. do you have it on your Twitter account?
Yes.
Let me see if I can look it up. I will not show it to you since I know you're
Okay.
you're sensitive to that.
Was it like the
They always
tiny
pairing
bit
you with
of
somebody else. It looks
upper
like
butt
in these
crack,
photos.
which made you look away?
Yeah, yeah. It was the cringe of like me actually looking into the camera, acknowledging, yeah, you're looking at my butt crack. That made me look away.
I like,
Like,
you
I'm
can mess
posting
with
this.
yourself in the future by taking those pictures.
Yeah, like I always
Just think
feel
of something
weird. Like
really
I can never,
specific.
whenever Turney posts a photo like that, I always feel weird looking at it on
I
Twitter.
always save the
Always like,
look away.
yeah, like I know you. It's weird.
I like it when she posts those.
Let's see. Cinder Ghost. I'm looking for it still. Do you know? Remember when you posted it?
You can probably just go on Google. Just getting your Cinder
I
Ghost.
say Google image search. Yeah.
Do you
Does
guys have
Google block you as well?
It probably does. Yeah. Fuck you.
Yeah, it's so cool. Anyway,
your
so,
butt crack outta
so
here.
you saw that, and then you decided to make a cosplay from it. That's
Yeah,
a
because
while
like
ago.
I really liked Wrath of the Lich King, and
Mhm.
I thought it'd be really cool to just kind of like pay homage to it. And I like doing costumes. There are so many exceptionally talented like people out there that do incredibly accurate costumes of already existing characters. So I like to kind of just do my own thing, so I can kind of have a little bit more creative freedom. And that way, like I would say there's like a cosplay pie, and I feel like there's like the fun part, there's like the super accurate part, there's like the prop builder part, there's the maker part, and I feel like I'm kind of like in the fun, do your own kind of thing, like
Yeah.
cosplay part, which is like it's the most fun for me. Like I wouldn't do cosplay if I didn't have a really good time. Like as soon as I know that I'm not having a good time with cosplay, I'm out. You know. So
Are you even close to that though? You seem like you're having a
there's
blast.
there's so many things I want to make. I'm so excited.
You know, you were actually the inspiration, I believe, for the idea to turn my car into cell shaded because of your Mad Moxie cosplay years ago,
What?
and then you had cell shaded makeup,
Yeah.
and I think that was the first time I had ever seen someone, do makeup in such a way that made them look like they were 2D
Dude.
or cell shaded. And I was like, oh, I didn't know you could pull that off.
There are so many people out there now who do it, and it's just like, oh my gosh, the amount of detail they put into like
Pretty nuts.
taking a pair of pants and making it look like it's 3D animated is just incredible.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, I just shared a
Another
girl.
drink coming this way.
Oh,
Thanks for the drinks.
do you want one, Gus?
We have a lot of
No, I'm
vitamin
good.
C
Thank you.
today.
You okay?
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
gonna
fine.
try to slip this up in here and try to drink it.
That's why you gotta. That's why you're drinking those, right? You gotta get your vitamin C.
Gotta get all my vitamin C.
Gotta
A
make
lot
sure
of sugar
you're
in
nice
these
and
too.
nourished.
This one's stronger. I like it. Thank you.
I got a glass of pineapple
this.
juice.
Oh, did you?
That's not art. That's a shield. That's a World of Warcraft shield.
So Jessica is showing me an Instagram photo of a World of Warcraft
I
shield.
just poured this all over me.
Oh, wow.
I'm
my
excited
Oh,
about
my
it.
shirt got all wet. How did
I
that?
gotta
Let's
use
get you
oh
out
my
of those
God, it's
wet
like yellow
clothes.
too. Just peed on myself.
Luckily,
Don't
we have a
worry about it,
virgin
guys.
sweater that you can put on right over
I
there.
can
Virgin
try
killer.
it here.
Virgin killer.
Put this virgin
It
sweater
does
on.
look a little bit like urine.
I'm in trouble. There we go.
Chuck
It's
Berry
like a
been
bib
around?
now. Jesus.
But yeah,
Yeah, Chuck Berry died. I don't think many people have an appreciation for how influential Chuck Berry was.
I didn't realize he was still alive.
Gavin loves one Chuck Berry.
The only
video
clip
in
I've
particular.
seen is the one where Yoko is going like yelking all over the
Yelk.
yelping. I don't know what I said yelking. I don't know what that means.
Is that like jelking?
So
must
Chuck
be.
Berry and John Lennon were doing a duet, but then Yoko was on a mic.
No, she wasn't. The mic was for one of the instruments, and she
Oh
just
my
pulled it off
gosh.
and then started.
I thought
like,
you guys were talking about like some kind of sex tape or something.
Oh no, there was a
because you
Chuck
said
Berry
they were
sex
doing
tape.
like a duet, and then
Oh,
Shiyoko
yeah.
was going. And I was like, what are you
No,
talking
No,
about?
that was like her music.
It sounded awful, and then she kept doing it, and Chuck Berry looks a little bit pissed.
I don't
off.
think even Yoko calls her stuff music. It's just experiments
performance.
with sound. Yeah,
Yes.
she's exploring sound.
Well, I mean, anyone
I
can
don't
say
think anyone
that.
I don't think anyone calls it music
Man,
to back that up.
there's so many interviews with John Lennon and Yoko Ono where you just like you're watching him in the interview and you're just like, come on, dude, come on, get like, cause he was very supportive of her art, and
Yeah,
she was
I
just
mean,
like,
There is. I like a lot of Beatles albums. I've listened to a lot of Beatles music. I don't think I've ever listened to Revolution Number 9 all the way through.
really?
It's
What one's that?
Number 9, Number 9, Number 9, Number 9, Number
I
9,
feel like I'm getting hypnotized.
Number 9. It's like 4 minutes. It's like I can't. Every time that comes out, I'm like skip next. Like I'm out. That's the perfect point. Like nah, I'll find something else.
Is there
to
any
do.
other words?
Eventually, like some background noise happens.
Like what? Like
I would play it for you
Plates
normally, but I'm
or
afraid we would probably
kitchens?
get flagged.
Number
on
9.
YouTube.
At one point, does it go number 10? Just kidding. Number
No,
9.
Just
that would be
kidding.
interesting. That would have been different. Yeah, that's definitely. It's funny when you can definitively have a least favorite piece of work by an artist that you really like. It's like that is the one. Not a fan of that one.
Ah.
So many other great songs.
someone
though.
should remix it and like do a whole bunch of different languages.
9.
Number
9.
9.
9.
Number 9.
Do you remember it was a big deal the Gray album? It's
Yeah,
when someone made
SoundCloud.
like the
Yeah.
Jay-Z's Black Album with all the instrumentation from the Beatles White Album.
Yeah.
It was DJ Danger Mouse.
Yeah.
I believe that was like in 03 or something.
When was the last time Girl Talk put out anything?
5 years ago. now?
2010 was
All Day? Was that their last?
Shit.
That was 7 years ago.
Yeah.
7 years.
You think they're done?
Was
That
it
album
one-
was great.
Wasn't he
Yeah.
going to do like a collaboration with someone else?
I don't know.
Was it a guy? One guy? It's two
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, a guy called Greg.
Girl Talk. I'm looking him up.
He's like a botanist or something.
Oh,
Wasn't
I
he?
feel like I want to pop my neck. You
Is
get
he?
that when you feel like you want to pop
Wasn't he
your
some
neck
sort of
all the
like scientific something? He had like a double life.
Discography.
time? So how many cons a year do you go to, Jessica?
He's not done another one.
25.
Is that true? So every other weekend you're at a con?
Yes.
How?
Man, it's
How?
a brutal schedule, dude.
It's this year we're not doing as many, which I'm really excited about.
Yeah.
We're doing way more Patreon stuff and more like photo shoot on location stuff. But yeah, so we're toning it down this year. I think we have like 15 this year.
Okay.
But yeah, usually on average like 25. But that's like how much you guys travel. You
Mostly in
travel
the
all
U.S.
The time.
Yeah, but there's more than just us. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
that's
The people
true.
sitting in this room. It's we now have, I'd say probably 30, 35 people that are on-camera personalities that
Yeah,
can go to
that's true.
con
So
and
you
make
can
an
like
appearance.
distribute it and like have it trickle around.
It's
yeah.
funny because when for a long time it was actually a big argument over who would get to go. And now
Now
it's
it's
now
like-
it's a little bit different. Everyone has been through the experience of traveling for business.
Mhm.
Cons are definitely a lot of fun. I do think it's a lot more fun to go as an attendee to a con
Yes.
than it is to go as an exhibitor or an appearance or something like that. Because you basically go plane, airport, convention center, hotel, convention center, hotel, convention center, plane home.
Yep,
You know what I mean?
that's it. You don't get to do anything.
You don't really get to do a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But you get to meet a lot of cool people, which is great.
That's what's really amazing. I
Yeah.
think when you kind of like are working so hard on something and then you are by yourself working on a costume and then maybe you have you're a little discouraged. You go to a con and you see all these faces and all these people that come up to you and they're like, "I love your stuff." It like it rekindles whatever like disheartened feeling you may have
Yeah.
developed, you know? Because they come up and they're like, "You're the reason why I came to this event," and you're just like, "You're the reason why I'm alive." Single perfect tear.
I know. Well, it's one of the things that keeps you going, right? When
Yeah,
you're, when you're- I mean,
absolutely.
what is a build like? Oops, what was the dragon
Oops,
build that
that
you
was
did
so Lilith.
for the World of Warcraft? What's the name of the dragon?
Sindragosa.
Sindragosa. How long was that build?
She took like 2 months, I think.
Fuck.
I looked it
Yeah.
up. That's a very intricate costume.
It's awesome,
Thank
dude.
you.
It's so
Yeah, it's
awesome.
amazing.
That makes me happy.
It's so good.
Yeah, she took a long time because
What's the
I was
longest?
the longest.
Yeah, the longest
The,
you've worked.
I think she's actually the longest. I think one of the most difficult costumes I ever made was Arendi from Battleborn. It was the Chaos Witch Arendi. She had like
Mhm.
these pool noodle. I made these arms that went in my armpits out of pool noodles. So she had like 4 arms and I had fishing legs on it. So when I would go like this, she had like a whole bunch of arms that would go around.
That's so
So
awesome.
yeah, it was really cool. Arendi the Chaos Witch.
Is there any build that you've done that you wish you were gonna go back and do to revisit? Because I'm
Oh
sure
my
you've gotten
gosh.
so much better over the years.
I think I've got. I was gonna make a Gentleman Cho'Gath from League of Legends.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if anyone knows what Cho'Gath
do-
is.
See, this is it.
I do not
I
play
learned
League.
about all these things from
He's-
Jessica's cosplay. I don't know anything about League of Legends. I'm totally ignorant. It's just I missed that boat.
He's a creature from the void, so
Mm-hmm.
he's like a nasty monster with like big. I was gonna make a sexy version of him, and I started making it. I had like little digigrade legs, like I was gonna do with like little claws and everything. But I bailed on it because
I know what that means now.
you know what it means, digigrade. But yeah, I bailed on it because I didn't like the way it was turning out, and I just threw it away. And I think I do want to go back and do it because I feel like there'd be so many more ways I could tackle the sexiness of a monster.
Have you ever done a cosplay where you were just completely covered up and nobody would know it was you?
That's
and
what I was talking about
Yeah,
earlier.
we
with
covered
my,
that.
Mesa Kajikri.
Yeah.
Welcome to the podcast, Kevin.
You asked her that question before in a
Oh.
different format.
Did
But
I
I
don't
want to
think I
keep. I
asked
want to
that.
keep making these costumes though. So
I
I'm
was
not
like
gonna...
more like a stealth walking around a convention without
Ah.
even knowing who
Yeah,
it
yeah.
was.
That's weird. I was looking up one of my favorite Jessica cosplays, which is I don't know why I just really like the Black Flag. cosplay
that
from
game
Assassin's
was
Creed.
So good.
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed. That's. I'm obsessed with the islands and like with Hawaii and Malibu, and I think it's probably just
Not
That
the,
was- that
not
was-
the band
that was-
Black Flag.
Yeah, that was easily my favorite Assassin's Creed game. Like
Such
I
a
normally,
great game.
I normally don't get into that series very much, and I've always been kind of like lukewarm towards it. But man,
Yeah.
Black Flag was so. That's like the one game where I was actively chasing collectibles. I was like, I wanted to get every sea shanty.
Oh my!
I
Oh
was
my
like, I-
gosh! Yes.
Yeah,
so
I
your
loved
whole
when my
could
crew would
sing
start
everything.
singing. I was like,
Oh.
it was awesome. It was
I
like something
loved
so
it.
serene. I would never fast
That's
travel
when I met
in
you
that
guys.
game.
That's so in that image search. This is the day we met Jessica,
little child
and yeah,
cosplaying.
it was your badge says 2010.
Is that where you're
That's what it was.
zooming in?
Why
I was zooming on the badge. You put the badge there. I can't help
It's like you were
badge.
stroking it.
I was going to make a joke from earlier, but that's actually an MDB joke. So.
Hey.
Let me read this right here.
Let him read.
I want to remind everyone this episode of the podcast is also brought to you by Squarespace. Thanks to Squarespace for sponsoring this episode. Squarespace is the all-in-one platform to create a website or online store. They have beautiful, award-winning designer templates, 24/7 customer service, and domains. If you've been thinking about starting your own website or online store, start your free trial today at squarespace.com/roosterteeth and enter offer code roosterteeth to get 10% off your first purchase. Make your next move with Squarespace. Just like we were talking earlier about making your own website and doing things on your own. You can do it right now for 10% off. Thanks, Squarespace.
Is there a cosplay that's like your ultimate one you want to do and haven't been able to do? Like this is like it's down the road or something
A
like
cosplay
that.
that I've wanted to do that I haven't done yet.
Is there anything that's like even to this point has been out of reach at all?
Honestly, now it's mostly just finding the time to do something.
Yeah.
There are so many costumes I've got on my like cosplay wish list that I want to do that I just don't have the time for. Like I would love to make Diva's mech from Overwatch. Like that would just
Give
be.
me the diva head.
Oh, he wants to be Diva. It's pretty tight.
Oh, it's
so
heavy.
yeah.
It's legit.
I would love to make that mech just to be able to like have it so you could like lay down in it and then like walk around and have like maybe silly string come out of the front, have like the little cannons.
This is great.
That sounds so
It's tight, right?
expensive.
Oh, yeah, and it's got that comb up top.
I'm not being funny. That
You look really cute.
wig made your real hair look like a wig when you took it off somehow. I don't
Is
know how
this
that happened.
easy mode?
Oh,
You know
you're
who
so cute.
Jessica's gonna love while she's here? She's here like a week.
Yes.
You should be when we introduce her to Marcus.
Mm.
That'll be Marcus is our production designer who makes all of our sets and everything. Like he made the Laser Team costumes, you know, the original
Yes,
designs.
I want to meet Marcus.
Yeah, you'd love it. You should see his shop over in stage 2.
Oh my gosh.
We'll bring you over there. You'll love it.
Gotta be the busiest guy at the company, right?
Just he's awesome. He's just really. He did my car, so
Did you
like
really?
I worked with him on it.
Have you
I
guys seen his car? It's
gave
so
him the concept for it, and then he got a graphic designer, and he found the wrap company that did it and
so
everything.
cool. We could do the Diva
That's what I was thinking.
the Diva shoe with that because she's into like mech and like tech and all that stuff. So maybe we could do like she's almost like working on the car or something.
Yeah. Well, you're working while you're here.
Yeah,
you're-
well, I actually brought Darshell Stevens out and
Mhm.
Micah Bulburi so that we could do photo shoots and stuff. While they're
That's so
here.
awesome.
Yeah,
Always working.
I love it. I'm addicted.
Do you
Well,
ever
so
just take
when-
a vacation and not work?
No, because I'll usually go to some place that I like want to take photos of. Like it's like we go to Hawaii and I'm like, I could bring like 4 costumes to this.
I guess if you wanted to take a real vacation, you'd have to go somewhere shitty that
yeah,
looked like shit.
that's true.
And it's
yeah.
like, oh, there's nothing to take a picture of here.
Yeah, but
I didn't mean to hit my wings there.
I think that's indicative of like when you do something you like you're always it's never like a
Always.
grind, right?
we
Like, you're
work
always-
80 hours a week, so we don't have to work 40 hours a week.
Right, yeah.
Yep.
I can understand that.
Yep.
I work 5 hours a week, so I don't have to work 40.
Yep.
Get out.
and this is 1.5 of them right now.
We always joke about how little work people do, but you actually are always busy, Gus.
Oh,
working
I'm
on
always
stuff.
running around.
I mean,
doing
I
things.
can't say whether it's useful stuff you're working on, but you are always doing stuff.
What
he
are
always,
you
he always
talking
looks
about?
busy.
Like whenever I go into the VR room, he's always like
He
gone.
just looks angry. That's the George Costanza method of looking busy. You look angry.
No, I'm always setting up shit. Like we did something the other day that was really cool. Like
Yeah.
I've been working on that for a long time. Hopefully that will come out soon.
Yeah, we talked about it on Off Topic.
Okay, yeah, it's some pretty cool new technology stuff.
Had James Buckley on Off Topic, who I'm
Yeah.
excited about, but I mean, not many Americans know who he
I
is.
No,
felt
but it's
like
awesome.
the audience reaction was pretty positive. Everyone
think
said
so
that he
too.
really fit in.
Yeah.
And that it went well.
Huge in the UK.
Yeah, he was walking around here with his GoPro
Yeah.
filming
Yeah.
stuff.
It was funny because a lot of people were very pleased to meet him, and then but like Gavin and then Ellie, who's also from the UK, were losing their shit basically.
Yeah.
'cause
Aw.
He was on the in-betweeners.
Do
Yeah.
you, when you grew up in the UK and you came here, did you like make a lot of references to like old cartoons and stuff that you grew up with, and you try to like joke
He's-
with people?
yeah,
He's about
I
to
do-
blow your mind on something right now.
I do it all the time. What?
Well, what's the cartoon that's different in the US than it is in
Bob the Builder, right?
No. this-
Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles?
Who the hell are those guys?
The Teenage
What?
Mutant Hero Turtles.
Ninjas are too aggressive for the UK.
When I moved
so they call
here,
them Hero
I kept hearing
Turtles.
them getting called Ninja Turtles, and I was like, "Oh, was that like the reboot or like a sequel or something?" And they're like, "I have no idea what you're talking
Did
about."
they have British accents?
No,
Oh.
it's everything's identical except
Michelangelo.
Ninja was too violent, so they took out the word ninja, and I think they replaced the.
What about
Nice.
Shredder?
nunchuck.
Was
Racist
Shredder
bits.
like greater or something, or like
Greater.
I don't know.
No, everything else was the same. I think one of the weapons was replaced, and
Nunchucks
ninja
were
was
replaced.
omitted. Yeah,
Nunchucks were
nunchucks.
replaced?
Yeah.
I think they're
What?
either like
Like
masked
two
with
little
something
pom
else.
poms, or like.
My favorite. There's
Yeah.
always like weird little differences between the UK and the US. Like in Star Wars Episode 2, there's a headbutt that is removed in the UK version.
Yeah,
Really?
like Obi-Wan headbutts.
Obi-Wan headbutts, yeah,
Something?
Jango Fett when they're fighting,
Yeah.
and that's removed from the UK version because they don't want to promote headbutting.
No, headbutts are a big deal in the UK.
Really?
If there's headbutts in games too, it gets a adults only rating equivalent.
I'm playing the Hero Turtles.
Thanks for not playing that into the mics.
Yeah.
That's so
What time is it, Gus?
weird.
It's
We
right
have
there.
10 minutes left.
We got about 10 minutes. I want to read another tweet here.
Please do.
Who is this? Fang Zero added you and
Hi.
asked, "Did you guys hear about that kid who got in trouble for calling another kid a Hanzo main?"
What?
Oh, I did hear about that. It was
Yeah.
like
Like
a
at
disciplinary report was written up.
Yeah,
And the
some
parents were super happy about it.
yeah, I think it was like some young girl called another kid a Hanzo main
You
as an insult.
filthy Hanzo
And
main.
the teacher wrote, "We don't know what this means, but it was said in a derogatory manner."
Well, I mean, if you live on the internet, it's pretty trash.
It's
You
pr-
main Hanzo, you get out.
it's pretty. That's a quality burn wherever you are. You're
Gus
gonna go
approves of the
far in the
burn.
world.
Well, we used to get disciplinary reports that fans would send us when they got sent home because of Red versus Blue merchandise. And it was usually not even stuff like anything that had an obscenity on it or anything like that, which I've tried to avoid over the years.
Is it
Was
'cause,
that
like, the guns
69?
maybe, or like...
No, because it was it said Blue Army on the
Oh,
chest,
right.
and the teacher saw it and said that's a racist thing. And the kid
Oh.
was like, "No, it's not racist." And he waits this show on the online.
What could
She goes,
that be?
"No, I know what that is.
Well,
It's a
Bloods-
racist gang thing."
Like Bloods and Crips.
Yeah, it's like a racist
Yeah.
gang thing is the way it was written up in the disciplinary report. And also, then somebody had the shirt that just said Blarg on it. That was it. They got written up for it being
Oh, I'm offended. I'm
It was
offended.
an obscene shirt. And they got sent home.
Blarg.
Yeah,
Griff's original number was 69 too.
that's true, but we got rid of it because of that. Yeah.
No.
I wouldn't have got rid of it.
I know I would have kept
Should
it.
have kept it.
I forgot about that.
Should we have? But you
If
don't
you-
swear in any videos, so
Well, 69 isn't swearing.
well, you know what I mean. It's like deemed to be
I don't think
offensive.
I knew what that was until I was like 15.
Till you were 15.
Yeah, 69.
Do you think if you
The
brought
story
back,
there.
This is
was
why I am who I
I was
am.
waiting Jessica to finish the story.
I think it would sell if you brought back the 69 Griff shirt,
I think so.
limited
A
run.
throwback?
Oh, we're actually thinking about that for upcoming doing some retro shirts. That's been bandied about.
Oh, is that why people keep asking me what my favorite old shirt is?
Right.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I could do with it because all my original old shirts, they're looking pretty haggard these days. They're like 15 years old almost.
And somebody was asking, they go, "Do you have the designs for the original old shirts, the jersey shirts?" I'm like, "No." And I said, "Just look at the shirt and remake it
Yeah,
in 2
that-
seconds."
Yeah, pick
Like, well, we'd like to
impact
have the
font.
original designs. I go, I made them in like 5 seconds, and the fact that I designed them means they're shitty.
Yeah.
You can make them instantaneously. You just have to figure out what the font is. That's it. And I know what the font is. It's Impact.
Oh, I was
You're
right.
done. You're done.
Easy. It's the easiest design job ever.
Yeah.
Type 2 words or type a word and a number.
Mhm.
That's it. You're done.
Yeah. I mean, the hard part would be remembering what the numbers were.
I think I remember them all.
Yeah.
I forgot that Griff used to be 69 though.
Now is he 22?
Yeah, 22.
Yeah. Simmons was 42.
Mm-hmm.
Sarge was
51.
51. Caboose was -1.
Mm-hmm.
Church was 13.
13.
And Tucker was.
Tucker was.
Did Tucker had one, right?
Mm-hmm. It was
Tucker wasn't 69. I guess that the part of his personality hadn't been established yet.
The
Tex
69
was at
part.
00.
69
Yeah.
personality.
what was Tucker?
Tex, we got so many returns on
Was
because
Tucker 7 or
the
something?
shirt was black print. She was an invisible character for most of the first season.
Yeah.
She was cloaked. So her shirt was a black shirt with black printing on it.
But it should have been
That's
clear.
cool.
What? Go ahead. Say it again.
Should have made a clear
Clear
shirt.
printing? Okay, we'll get on that.
Well, no,
No, clear
no,
shirt.
like shiny,
A clear
right? Or,
shirt.
Like, oh, a clear shirt.
Clear
oh.
shirt.
Like a Rain Mac fabric where it's just plastic.
Mesh. Do mesh.
But
Mesh wouldn't-
people ended up returning the shirt because they thought it was a misprint. So we
Mesh
stopped
would have been
doing that.
awesome.
A mesh shirt.
The
That'd be
Tucker
cool,
shirt
right?
that sold really well was the Bow Chicka Bow Wow.
Yes.
Ask Jason. Why you try to look it up? Just ask Jason.
Oh yeah.
He'll remember.
Uh,
All my things are dead. When the iPhone, when the battery goes dead, it just feels gross.
Is it hot?
No.
I started typing a new text message. I typed Tucker.
Yeah.
That is weird. Do you, whenever you like dump all your, this might just be me being a weirdo. Whenever you dump all your information out of your iPhone, does it feel lighter to you, or am I just?
Yeah. What?
Maniac. You're a maniac. Well, they're technically data.
Go ahead. Explain this.
I
What are you
don't
gonna
know.
do?
Like, whenever I dump all my like photos or video or whatever, for some reason my iPhone feels lighter, and I don't know if that's just me being like, ah,
Do you delete your videos after you dump them out?
yeah.
So you.
I try to clear everything out because I don't back anything to the cloud. Oh, I don't anything.
Yeah, I don't blame you for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're waiting for that to go wrong, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
It's just a matter of time.
Data does weigh though an amount. Like a full
Tucker-
hard drive is heavier.
Does it really? It
But
does.
by
I found
you
an image. It's
You
one
could
half.
never like tell the difference.
Right.
But what if I can? What if
If
that's
you
my
can,
He was the dumb
superpower?
one initially.
What was it?
Sorry,
One
I
half.
have two conversations at once.
Oh, half.
You know, I've read that before. That if you fill a
does
hard drive with
weigh?
all ones,
Yeah, it's like point something something of a gram.
yeah, it's a tiny fraction
I can-
more.
Feel data.
You can feel data.
I feel data.
You're like Neo from the Matrix.
no.
You're connected.
So
So-
excited.
Does,
Speaking
does your head feel lighter after a haircut then?
speaking of these old Rooster Teeth shirts, I should also remind people to check out the Rooster Teeth store at
what the fuck did you do to that thing?
store.roosterteeth.com, huh?
Oh yeah, what happened?
You messed
I
it up.
saw your
What?
face on everything.
Oh, store.roosterteeth.com. Rooster Teeth Store is your one-stop shopping destination for official Rooster Teeth apparel, home decor, toys, and more. Rooster Teeth Store features exclusive merch from all your favorite RT shows, Let's Play teams, Rooster Teeth animation, and so much more. First members get 5% off everything at the Rooster Teeth Store, plus exclusive access to first members only products. Store.roosterteeth.com. Store.roosterteeth.com.
Real first members, not these.
Not these.
Does the benefit come for this first week? For this?
No.
For the.
Yeah, there was a store takeover with Drunk Gus. I took over the store. Massive discounts.
You sold out all my bobbleheads, you jackass. Now we have no bobbleheads left.
How much was the bubblehead?
Like $1.99.
$2?
Yeah, $199.
Yeah.
How much was yours?
$100.
$100.
No,
Do we have any sell-
It was like 2,000 or something.
Yeah, it was like $100.01, and then it was on sale for $100.
Markdown.
And then
yeah.
it went up to like $100,000, and then
Did
came
anyone
down.
buy a $100 Gus head?
I don't think
I
so.
think somebody did. Somebody said I read a comment where somebody did it.
We should give him something special for buying that.
We give him a $100 bobblehead. That's really
It's
special.
only 100 because we said
I
it.
got the best one. I'll rub my balls on
He
it.
has he can print out his collectible receipt.
You should tape one pube to the crotch of that Gus
Gross.
bubblehead.
That's a great idea.
That is
a terrible
probably the
idea.
Why-
worst.
Like, have
no,
you ever-
that's a great idea.
Have you ever sent, like, if you're signing a print or something and sending it, have you ever, like,
Absol-
glued some hair to it or something weird, like an eyelash?
I don't know if I want to actually admit to that.
All right.
Yeah, why would
Yeah.
you? Right? Don't admit to that.
It might add value. Sign up to my Patreon
Or-
on top tier. We'll get you some.
Pubes and
Or just be
DNA.
like, oh man, that's clearly a pube. Oh, I'm gonna leave it.
Yeah, you can clone a Jessica.
You shouldn't say it would be her pubes.
Hey, it's just
Hey.
Ryan. I'm like, give
Random
me a buzz.
Just going out to like public restrooms.
Some dude's like sniffing this pube, and it's Ryan's the whole
Good
time.
lord, dude.
I like the way this went.
Yeah. Would you ever get anything like that, Gavin?
Would I ever get anything?
If you're a big
Like,
fan of
would
somebody.
I ever
and-
buy a pube?
If
Yes.
you could buy Hugh Jackman's pubes.
No.
Why? Would I get them for free? Why would No, I don't know. I would not buy Hugh Jackman's in particular.
Really?
No.
I would.
Well, you might be a fan of Hugh Jackman. Granted,
Oh,
he's
okay.
he's a dreamboat.
He is a dreamboat.
It's a national treasure.
He is a national treasure.
He's Australian, not Kiwi. How dare you?
I didn't say he was Kiwi.
Yeah, no. Where did that come from? Are you?
You're saying national treasure. He's not from the U.S. and he's not from New Zealand.
He can still be a national treasure for Australia.
He
Didn't
is.
you get mad about the same thing?
Did I get mad about what?
Someone assuming you meant Australia?
Kind of a hypocrite.
What did I assume I meant Australia? For the ostrich?
Yeah.
I was assuming Australia in that.
Ostrich was nice.
It is. You can eat it rare.
It looked
It's
like
a bird, but you can
steak
have it like
strips.
Ostrich
You can eat
burgers are
anything
good,
rare.
yeah.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
I like the way.
Have you ever had
Dude.
kangaroo?
Have I ridden a kangaroo?
Have you ever eaten kangaroo?
Oh no.
It's quite delicious.
Have you ever eaten horse?
No, but Adam was telling me about some crazy like horse. The way that you went in
Yeah.
Japan, a
Adam
horse
Ellis?
bar.
Yeah,
Sashimi?
I took him.
Yeah.
I met up with some Japanese YouTubers I know, and they took us to this place that all they serve is horse, and there was like horse sashimi.
Oh my
I
god!
heard that was gross.
No, it was so good. Like I was sad because I knew that I could not eat that in the United States.
Oh my!
I was like, this is so good.
What a delicacy!
And it was like relatively cheap. It was like the whole meal was in total, I think about $30 a person, and you got like 7 courses of horse meat, and it was all you can drink, either beer or highball. I was like, I am gonna drink a lot, and I'm gonna eat a lot of horse. So good.
crazy.
we did a thing yesterday. Bernie always brags that he never gets food poisoning. He's super proud of it. He's
and
never
I
been
also
food
never
poisoned.
get full.
He never gets full.
I'm hungry. I'm hungry right now.
So
Sitting here right now,
yesterday,
I'm still hungry.
yesterday I tried to give Bernie food poisoning. We were in the airport,
Oh, you
What?
tried to.
Newark Airport, shithole airport.
2 hour later.
Wow.
New York's awesome.
Oh,
What?
my-
I love New York.
What?
That's the place where you can order everything via iPad. You know,
We
fuck
did
it.
that.
we
did
were
that.
at
Yeah.
that place.
So we were at that. I was stuck in security because I don't have pre-check. It took me like 90 minutes to get through security. He was all sat there already, like eating my food and stuff.
I got
ordering
him a
food.
Korean chicken sandwich,
Yeah, yeah.
delicious, and I got myself.
Wait, you
A-
got him a Korean chicken sandwich, delicious, implying you
Well, it
just
came
ate
and
it.
then it came, so I ate it.
I spent a
'Cause
long
he wasn't
time
doing security
in
yet.
security, so he may have delved into some of that. So I came back. He'd already eaten. I ate some
and I
of
ate my
what-
own, which was crab cakes,
You also
basically.
ate crab. And then I was like, airport sushi will give you food poisoning. We can do this. So I made him order the biggest sushi platter from the airport.
A $45 platter.
Yeah, it was like
Sushi
22 pieces of
Massive.
different
Did you
stuff.
eat it
and
all? Did you eat the
and-
boat?
in about 5 minutes.
He wolfed the whole thing down after having had a meal.
Yep.
And then we were going to do a follow-up video where we would see if you got food poisoning or not, but then we forgot.
But,
So basically, you just ate a load of sushi.
I know, for nothing. I just ate all that sushi, like,
But
for no video.
Newark is coastal. If you want to get someone sick on airport sushi, it should be like in Omaha or something. Like somewhere.
Yeah.
that's
Come to
like
Phoenix.
landlocked.
We've got good
Right.
sushi.
Some of the
We
best
have
sushi
good
I've
sushi
had.
here in Austin, which is
Yeah.
surprising.
My favorite sushi's in Austin. It's
Yeah.
nowhere near the coast.
You like sushi?
I love sushi.
We'll take you to this place. You'll like
Okay.
it. Yeah.
We were looking up how much sushi wouldn't give you mercury poisoning.
Yeah, that's the big thing because it was all tuna that I got.
Oh, Oh.
It was like a whole tuna platter. It was 6 pieces of sashimi, 4 pieces of nigiri, and then 3 rolls cut up. So like 6 pieces each for 3 rolls. So I was just like, God,
He did
dot.
scrape
It was
off
all
all
tuna.
the mayo. There.
I had to get rid of the spicy mayo. I hate that shit. I just hate it. I hate mayonnaise in general. So
I love
I
mayonnaise.
got the judge to tell me that I could.
I'm
scrape
okay
it
with
off.
mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise is good.
Have you
This
ever
is the thing with Gavin. He goes back and forth on mayonnaise all the
Apparently,
time.
I'm not consistent.
You are very inconsistent on your opinion of mayonnaise.
I think it just goes up and down based on how much mayo I've had. Like if I'm mayoed out, then the idea of mayo is
mayoed
just
out?
Does mayo? Now let me ask you this: does mayo lead to more mayo, or mayo lead to less mayo?
I think mayo more. It would lead to less.
yeah.
You want so you've had it,
It's
so you
very
want
few
less.
Yeah.
things that more of leads to more of, apart from maybe heroin.
Sex.
Okay, they got 2 very different.
Go ahead. What'd you just say? What'd you say?
Heroin?
No, you said sex.
I said sex. Yeah, more sex leads to more.
See, I think I have a weird libido. I'm gonna give too much information here. I think my libido is backwards from everybody else's. Where
Okay.
the more sex I have, the more sex I want to have. So my libido stacks. Like if
That's how. Yeah.
like when you go without
More
sex
dots.
for a long time, usually people are like, I gotta get fucking laid, or just like I gotta have sex. The longer I go without sex, I actually like don't want it as much. And then once I have sex, then it starts to stack. And
So do you not wank more?
I mean, I guess so. I mean, otherwise it's like
Let me ask
it's
you this.
maintenance for a dude. So
Let me ask you
I
this.
decided to think about it. I have to get an honest answer.
After your event on the plane, did you want to do that
Why
more?
do you have to bring that up every time we have a female guest?
Wait, what happened on the plane?
I had a wet dream on the plane.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
What was the dream?
I don't remember the dream itself. I don't think it was anything like eventful. The dream, but I just woke up and I'd had an accident on a plane back from Scotland.
Oh, how did you clean it up? What'd you do?
That was a problem. I got rid of my underwear and I went
Just
commando.
smelled like a bunch of dogwood trees then. Huh?
just like crumbled it up and like shoved it in the
Was
airplane
the
bathroom trash.
consistency different?
At a
than
higher
norm-
altitude.
No, not because of altitude. Not because of altitude. Yeah, it just comes out as foam.
It came out inflated.
It comes out as bubbles.
It came out as a baby.
But I feel like
Like
the
compressing.
sleep ones are more liquidy,
Yeah,
more just like a spilled
don't
water
know.
than
but
spilled
the
mayo.
placement of it was
Spilled
like
water.
I don't normally ejaculate with my underwear on. So that kind of throws off the whole like control experiment,
But did you have like the slimy residue as well?
Go
in there?
ahead.
Pre-cum? Pre-cum?
No, well, the thing is that my one that I had was pretty much just pre-cum.
Hmm.
It was like
When did you have one?
after my bollock surgery because I couldn't do anything for a while.
Got it. Yeah, it's also
Girls don't have wet dreams.
that was a
That is
That was
the title
4
of this
sentences.
podcast.
That is the title of this week's podcast.
Girls don't-
Girls don't.
but
I can't wait to see the
Trees.
gift version of that with the text under
I
it.
think they slowed it down. No, they don't. I don't think so. At least.
It's almost like you in the middle. It's like it happens and you're leading up to it, and then you wake up and then you go ha, and then you have to do it.
You have to.
You have
finish-
to.
You have to finish yourself off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because when you dream, there's nothing that can help unless you're like.
The thing you just described is like being a guy
Right.
all the time, basically.
Oh, okay,
That's like,
cool.
yeah, like
Rad.
waking up all the time and being like, I want to have sex at the
So
moment.
you
I
would never
up.
wake up and just leave it.
Yeah. No. When it. Yeah.
If
But,
you wake up from it, you're obviously.
or you just go Ryan. And you
Wake up.
That's what I do. I just call Ryan.
can call Ryan. Like, with
I
your
can't
wet dream.
imagine.
Hi, dude. Hey, dude. What's up?
You up?
It's like he's putting his pants on. I gotta go help Bernie with his wet dream.
Well, it's helpful this time of year because Arizona's 2 hours behind, so I'm not waking him up when I call
There
him.
you go. You
I
can
can't
Fly
imagine-
on in.
Is it weird to live in a place where there's no time daylight savings?
Did you say believe in a place? Because we're real.
No. Is it weird to live in a place where there's no daylight savings time?
No, it's nice. It's not, apparently Yuma is the most sunned area in the entire planet, and I don't understand why they haven't put solar panels everywhere
Yeah.
and
Did you-
powered the entire fucking planet.
Did you see there's a tool on Google Maps you can use that tells you put in your address and it tells you how much sun your address gets in a year and whether
What?
or not it makes economic sense for you to install solar panels.
but I
on your
know
roof.
that.
Really?
How does it know about a tree or something? Then?
Like using the satellite data.
We
Like
don't, we don't have
they
trees in
overlay
Arizona.
it
It's okay.
they overlay the satellite view and then they put like the amount of sun on top of that.
That's wicked.
That-
to show
That's
you.
so
And then there's a
cool.
slider where you put how much money you spend on electricity and they tell you like what the break even point is for
See,
solar panels.
I've been looking into solar panels a whole bunch because I want
Makes
to put
sense.
a whole bunch on my bus, so we can have like a solar
cat
panel
bus?
bus on my cat bus.
Great
So we
idea.
can drive around and just have that going on.
Oh,
and
you
then
should get a hot tub for the bus.
You could also get, I think,
Although
probably
if you break hard, then everyone will get wet.
Yes.
slosh out. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I love these builds. Like you can look up people who have done it with school buses
Oh my
and stuff
gosh,
like that,
it's so great.
and they build like
houses
tiny
and-
houses. Exactly right.
Ah!
It's really cool stuff.
I can tell I'm getting older when I start talking about tiny houses.
Yeah.
And like, oh, I'm gonna take my
And
home
solar
on the
panels.
road. You know,
Yeah, I'm gonna
have
get
a
the
dog,
RV and go.
have a bike.
So would you do like a tour of your own?
Yeah, I was thinking I would go and grab a bunch of my friends and stuff and like other photographers, and I want to.
This would be a great show into itself.
We're actually gonna do that. We're
The sh-
gonna
the-
we're gonna
the show
vlog
on
it
the
and
bus.
everything,
That's
and
cool.
it's gonna be cosplay on the bus or cosplus or just cat bus.
The Let's Players, like Achievement Hunter and Funhouse, they're going on a tour. They're doing an East Coast tour in a couple of
Yes.
weeks. At
Our
this
bus
point?
is going to be shit,
Month
though.
away. Dude, that's gonna be. I just want cameras on the bus. I
That's
don't care
gonna be
about
called-
anything else.
That's all you need.
It'll be
yeah.
called
That would-
Stink Bus.
That's gonna be horrible. Bruce is a nightmare.
Bruce farts.
He farts constantly.
Michael farts good. Bruce farts.
Wait,
I think
fart's
Bruce
good?
farts
Farts well?
more hours than he is awake. Like Bruce might be more fart than man.
I like that. I want to meet him.
It's like a fart man.
Farts are
Yeah.
funny, man.
All right, well, it's about time to wrap this up.
All right.
So I want to thank everyone for watching. We got Try Hard Podcast coming up next, and we'll be back again for another special
like-
episode on Thursday.
I always shit on the Try Hard podcast, but I shouldn't.
You shouldn't do that. Hey, we want to thank our guest, Jessica Negri. If you want to support her work, go to patreon.com
Look at that wave.
/
It's like the Queen.
Jessica Negri.
Type it in. You can't search for her. We covered that.
The Queen.
Finish,
The
y'all.
Queen don't do that.
All right.
Represent the
Thanks for
nation.
watching.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.